Okay. I think we should be good to go.
Okay.
So I missed the end of that thing again. Does she die? What happens? I saw that shit.
There's an explosion. That's all you
Okay.
need to see.
Okay.
That's
I'll believe you.
There'll be a real intro when the game starts.
Okay.
So Christine made the comment that it's a different genre, and because apparently I don't think enough about narrative, I thought she meant a game genre. But that is also a thing. This is the only Metroid game in the entire season that places narrative above mechanics, to the extent that it's actually impossible to sequence break this game. They actually have
boring.
If you most Metroid games are just like these purely mechanistic things where you need like A to get through gate B and C to get through gate D. In this one, you get the items in a particular order, and if you do manage to sequence break, it will simply give you the item you were supposed to get in the sequence, even if it's what would not normally be in that room.
That's unfortunate.
It actually makes perfect sense once you see what it looks like.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
All right,
work.
let's get through this opening.
Where we were last week, actually. So, as you'll remember last week, Miguel, great work, dude, killed all of the Metroids on SR-388 and brought back the only remaining one.
Whoa.
It was there that I was attacked by a life form I'd never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X.
Good choice of naming. Before it was unknown, but now we call it
Now
X.
it's X.
The letter used to denote unknown things.
Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system.
I lost. Oh, game is over. Okay. I'll go for
I lost consciousness, and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt.
There's some really funky compression artifacts on the
Yeah.
back.
Also, keep in mind this was meant to be seen on the original Game Boy screen,
Okay,
so
yeah.
you would not have seen that. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic
This is like
components
the most plot I have ever seen.
of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure.
Chemical X.
They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine.
I like the funky... Oh, that's neat. They're just like color cycling them to...
Nice.
Oh, that's really clever. Seeing, like, that's totally fake, the 3D of that.
Oh, that's good.
It's just, yeah. Moving them back and forth with an ease and changing their color and then stretching
Nice.
they're stretching a very simple, like, 4x4 sprite
Oh, that's good.
back and forth because you can see where it's stretching from.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely
Man, the way they break
destroyed.
up these sentences is
Yeah,
not good.
they This is an issue in localization.
Yeah.
You need to. Normally, like in a game before the Game Boy Advance era, like you would have just like, you couldn't have inserted new lines, so you had to make it fit. And frankly, that's better.
And I don't know how I feel about the scaling on these sprites.
Oh, it'll just get more so.
As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn. As something different.
I feel like this entire segment could have been a little shorter.
Yeah, I know, it feels
It's very long. I mean,
long and
it's
made
not,
longer by the weird way that the
pondering
text
this
is.
fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I've found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO.
It's just how weird looking this space station is.
Nice particle effect there.
And I really like the beams out into space as the landing pad.
Get real used to this screen.
There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. So I do like, this is, I feel like, the only convincing, at the start of every Metroid game you lose your powers.
Yeah.
And this is the only one that feels like convincing.
Okay, don't walk into that, got it. You can definitely see that the colors were designed for that early Game Boy screen.
Yeah, so the early Game Boy screen
Like,
had contrast issues. So
really
in order
bad
to be
ones.
visible, you had to
Yeah.
have very...
Like, everything is really heavily saturated on her suit.
Yeah, which really works for the feel of this game.
Works, but it is like, it's on a modern screen, it's a bit of ugly noise. Like, I would
Oh my
definitely-
god, someone points out her sprites are asymmetrical. It's always
nice.
her
Yeah.
it's always her right hand.
So,
That's the blaster, that's good.
Chad is asking how people feel about the suit. I want to say it's like weird and
Love
ugly
it.
and grotesque, and that's
Yeah.
great. Like, it looks awful. That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
And
it
like
is-
her color scheme is wrong. That's so good.
Yeah.
It is, like, that purple is too saturated for this screen, but yeah, on the Game Boy, that particular model of Game Boy, I'm sure
Yep.
it looked fine. Oh, the red outline starts here that shows
Huh.
up in, is it Zero Mission? Yeah, Zero
Yeah.
Mission.
But this game, so many of the color choices in this game are bizarre. Like, all the colors in this game are very, like, outer? I don't know.
I mean,
But, like,
I feel
in
like
this game, like, these red outlines feel very, 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 like, in place because all the colors are so intense and wild.
Like, I feel like the high contrast
is
colors
pretty
work.
crazy in
Oh,
the
they're
other
great.
one as
They're
well.
beautiful.
Like, it is, like, a little bit upsetting and disorienting, which is, like, I feel like exactly what this game calls for.
Just seeing how the jump and such feels. Like all the Game Boy ones better than Super Metroid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
and I like that the idle animation is just the suit doing...
It's all like all the idle animations have been the
Pulsating.
suit doing weird stuff. This is extra weird though.
This, like, I feel like this makes sense.
Usually it's like sort of trying to show like a lighting pulse type thing, but this it actually looks like there's some like weird organic shit
Yeah.
going on the suit, which is neat. I like the sort of like more realistic
Navigation.
backgrounds that this one has compared to
this really feels like a space.
yeah, whereas there's a
Very
lot
much.
of really abstract patterns which were neat in Zero Mission, but
I wonder
this definitely feels more like real places.
Well, I think part of it is that you can make, like, a space station really interesting. You can't make caves interesting. Caves are just fundamentally just fucking rocks. Like, I feel like being abstract makes a lot of sense. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful.
I think that's part of it, but I think it's also budget. All of these backgrounds would take more work to do than the ones we were seeing
That makes sense.
In Zero Mission. Can I crawl now?
Oh, so another just to follow up on something Christine was saying earlier before we got cut off. This is the first Metroid game Christine ever played on the GBA. This was the last Metroid game I ever played. Literally, I played every other Metroid game ever. And then I started dating Christine. She's like, you have to play Metroid Fusion, and made me play this. But I'd gone through all the others, and so I'm like,
That's the,
Oh, okay, so
the
that
forward
was...
thing is, it's not as pronounced as it is in, because I don't have the big jump yet.
Yeah, okay.
So that was just something we never noticed when we were playing any of the others.
Interesting.
What we're talking about was something that we noticed when we were playing
AM2R.
AM2R, which is that if you jump after being in the air, you go forward a bit.
Which is part of how they make the well, part of that is how they make the spin attack, like, or the space jump, like, less bullshit because you can do it from a vertical jump.
Yeah.
Whereas in Super Metroid, if you do a vertical jump, you just cannot space attack. You're done, or space jump. Sorry.
I feel like this works as a first Metroid. Like, they tell you all the things you need to know.
Well, I mean, also there's just a large gap in between Metroid games.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's also like there's
like I think it was like 10 years even.
there's bits in.
Is that good?
Well, that appeared to.
I guess I'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like something got out of a case, though. Where am I on the screen?
That did not look like an animal. That looked like something else.
It looked like X.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, so I've been here. What are my options?
Report back to navigation.
Okay, where's navigation on the screen?
And
Okay.
Yeah.
check out the thing.
Navigation is very different in this game because you can talk to your ship's computer there.
Yeah. This is unfortunate news. Specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. Gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You're almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccines work so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host merely by touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons.
It's interesting that they've actually managed to like.
So they now provide a story reason for your weapon and health drops.
Yeah. On the other hand, WoW is requiring a lot more text than other Metroids.
Yep.
I'm actually thinking this is where what is it called again? The isometric Metroid-like that we played. Scourge Hive seems to be borrowing specifically from this Metroid.
You may also restore latent abilities this way. So pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. The station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I'm already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you're only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance to survive is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now get going. I've released a lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. So that's another thing, is that in this, like, a lot of the locks are just Federation security does not want you to get into shit.
Or for the X parasites to spread.
Mm-hmm.
That works as a story motivation for doors slowly opening.
Yeah, I like...
that was one mimicking.
Yeah.
Also, you notice you didn't absorb it, so it just ran off.
Wait, I think there's something I wanted to check out there.
And this is probably pretty obvious, but it sure is noticeable how the ship's computer figured out a lot about the X parasite based on that one sample you found in the other room. If I didn't know any better, I think that he might have actually known something ahead of time, but didn't share with you until this moment.
I like that the X parasite is out because you killed the top predator on a planet.
Yeah.
Genocide. Huh.
Or
maybe there are ramifications after all.
Yeah, and this is
also,
where...
I like these horrifying,
what the heck? This is, very un-Metroid.
The zombie reminds me actually of the ones in...
It's where's all the scientists? Oh, there's all the scientists. Sorry, what?
They remind me of the Metal Slug zombies. Without the giant pools of vomiting blood.
I received news from the HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%.
I like how exact this is.
I do really like you're getting back your abilities, but only as quickly as the Federation can make them work.
Yeah.
I also like there's apparently a 3D printer somewhere in the ship. I don't know. You're downloading the weapons? Okay, whatever.
It's all software patches.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, what? You thought those were physical missiles? It's just 3D printing missiles every time you fire the weapon.
Yeah, I can't get past this.
Yeah, I like that. It is just this bit got... Oh, shit. What was that even doing?
You hear that noise?
Off you? Well, humans don't have natural weapons.
But yeah, notice, no, it wasn't that you killed all of the Metroids, it's that the Federation sent you to kill all the Metroids.
That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on mission. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him.
Is that the one from Other M?
Yes, which we're not going to talk about it. I don't feel like there's a reason to talk about it. It's...
I just wanted
they
to know
took the ball and it went in a bad direction.
The only thing to say about Other M is that it basically it retells you everything this tells you about Adam, but
But made it worse.
in a really skeezy way.
Yeah, I'm going to the data room.
The little like computer animations in this game are so great.
I really like them.
Oh, the data room was above. My mistake.
Yeah, the Federation sends you to kill all the Metroids.
I really like that animation.
The Federation sends you to figure out what this weird globby thing is that now is all over the planet. The globby thing nearly kills you. The Federation fixes you, and then the Federation sends you to this station where, the samples you got of the globby things are causing some sort of problem. It's just,
They're just really bad at this.
they just basically, whoever made this game decided that Metroid is like Alien, and they were going to really lean into that.
The data room is just ahead. So yeah, this is where the corded buttons come from, and
It's a good
they
move.
were yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
this
want-
game in general is like completely willing to change the way that like the controls
That
work.
was fine, right?
Sure, that doesn't sound bad at all.
I guess I should see what it has to say.
When it wants to talk to you, it really wants to talk to you. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bioscience, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a charge station or get a special type of X parasite. Go for it. The Prime games are set in between other stuff. I don't remember the exact order. It's not actually very interesting.
It's just somewhere in there. So the
The
problem
Prime games take place before the Metroids were rendered extinct, but
the thing with Fusion is that like Nintendo could not figure out where to take the plot after this.
no
So they
game is
just kept
set after
adding-
this, which is too bad.
Yeah.
Because
it would be great.
Nice.
Yeah, the hanging on was new to this game, and it's nice. It's really nice.
I like that it's like very specifically there's just a puddle that
Mm-hmm.
the X comes to possess.
Would it matter
Scientist
if Prime was
biomass.
canon? Nothing happens in Prime.
Absolutely nothing. They're
Oh, interesting. There's now like ladder type.
yeah.
I like that. I also like the way that the destructible blocks actually have like you can tell that they're gonna
Yeah, it's good.
the damage. It's like this definitely has more of a sense of place than the other ones do. Like they've done
Definitely.
more things to make it feel like real spaces.
You also notice every single Metroid game has like the out of map areas, right? Like you have like the areas that are on your map and then other rooms that aren't on your map but which you can get to anyway.
Yeah, and in this,
this-
they're marked with in green, and they're like the parts of the station that should not be inhabitable.
Right.
Like
there's
maintenance
a
areas.
reason
yeah,
they're not on
it
your
feels
map.
good.
Huh.
Also, I like how they're like very, very early, specifically teaching you, like you
That
will
there's stuff off the map.
Yeah. And that when you go off the map, you're specifically going somewhere the Federation didn't intend for you to.
Yeah, which is, yeah.
Yeah, way more sense of place than any of the other ones. Like the fact they've got like the plants in the background and such. Whoa. Let's get up to that save spot.
Did you notice that when you left the puddle along for too long, it came back to life?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's good. Like, they really sell this idea that these aren't enemies, these are just things pretending to be the things you're looking at.
It is true. The one thing that Prime brings to the series is that they're like responsible for the only characterization of space pirates. Like, everything about space pirates comes from those games. Otherwise, they're just sort of. So there's also a reason why they're giving you these enemies. Because you need missiles. You can jump over that.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Yep. And should.
Yep. Oh, shit.
You don't need to kill them with missiles.
Yeah, no, I just got into habit. I'm just not getting the rhythm here. Give me a sec.
I really, really like the Metroid games. I like the core Metroid concept. I like how it works. That's why I'm really happy this one is very, very unlike any other Metroid game. Because the other Metroid games were good. I didn't need another one. Like, the Metroid Prime series really, really tells you what happens when you, like, fall too in love with your core,
I'm having trouble actually.
like, way of structuring a game. And just do it over and over.
I do feel like there's a big problem where, like, I can't justify Super Metroid's exist. Like, Super Metroid has nothing interesting about it. I don't know why you'd replay it. Like, everything it's done has been done better in every other Metroid game, except for, you know, like, if you're into speed running or if you're into sequence breaking, there's stuff there, but...
But as a casual player, meaning someone who's just gonna play it once,
yeah,
and then go on to other things, yeah, all of the other ones seem better. Or at least like this one and the Game Boy ones.
Bring something
the Game
to the
Boy
table.
ones seem better. I really like the lighting thing they've got going from the red to the purple on this.
Yeah, that's
like,
really
radiant
good.
layer. That's like a good use of colored lighting.
Evie says you missed the Red X. What does Red X do?
I think it fully restores. Or
Oh,
it gives
yeah.
you... It's a good one.
I was just so happy to get through that door.
I mean, so the thing is, Super Metroid is a remake
Well,
of
you
Metroid.
restored
I
everything
really
anyway.
like that lighting effect. It's really simple, but it's like... Whoa!
Remember him?
Yep. Oh shit.
So you'll know there's things you can grab onto.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's swatch, and then the blue.
I believe you can also shoot at angles. Like from there.
Oh, can I?
I believe so.
Oh shit. Let me figure out how. Oh, let me die.
Good work.
How far back am I?
It just has to do the drawer again.
Oh.
Oh, and notice that very brief shot of the
Yeah,
best
Ellen's
outfit from
done
Smash
that
4. So I mean, the thing is, Super Metroid is a remake of Metroid 1. Zero Mission is also a remake of Metroid 1.
Yeah, it's
So
Metroid
of
1.
course they're going to be, I do not agree, but of course they're going to be more or less similar. Also, this and Zero Mission were on the same title. So basically, Nintendo was specifically trying to set something up where, well, if you just play this and you play Zero Mission, you've played the series. That's all you need. And this was before, like, Nintendo actually started, like, aggressively re-releasing all of their games for every
Yeah,
console they
this was-
sold.
I just
So-
noticed something really interesting. They don't just come back to life over time. The
Yeah.
Axe parasite comes back into them.
Yep. Okay, so that's not true, but I do feel like Fusion is like really heavily based on Metroid 2. Like
What's not true?
It's not a remake, but it is
Okay.
pulling in a lot of like Metroid 2 continuity. It feels like very much interested in Metroid 2.
It's also like
In a way that like Super Metroid follows off Metroid 2, but it doesn't actually pull in anything it establishes at all.
Oh, I can't suck in that.
No, you.
That's too bad. It would have been neat if I could grab it before they come back. I don't like that inconsistency.
The narrative element of Fusion going, you can't go here until it's said so, is great. It is like, I feel like it is what the game is built around, is that you are not entirely
Not
trusted.
Getting the pattern for these.
well, you're not trusted, and also you shouldn't trust the people you're working with.
Right. Like, there is just mistrust all around. This is very much like, the Federation is Weyland-Yutani.
And it's kind of like, I mean, Nintendo, especially in this era, is very fond of, we've created a silent protagonist, but someone has to do the talking, so we've made some kind of like a Clippy character, right? Like,
Well, I
you
mean,
have a
you
talking hat, or like a talking star under your hat, or like, you have like a ghost in your sword or something. And like, it's usually really tiresome, but in this it's great because in this, Clippy is like, specifically like, horrible. Clippy is like...
Stop. I haven't played this. Don't. I feel like you're getting very close to spoiler territory.
Sorry. But I mean, you do agree, in the times that you've been talking to him, he's a jerk, right?
No, so far it's just
Really?
he's a computer telling me things.
Okay.
So yeah, please.
Sorry.
No more spoilers of stuff that's coming later. Because I don't think it's terribly telegraphed right now.
Aha.
Shit, am I out of missiles? Yeah, I am. I feel like the first time
You can't hit it when it's doing that.
when it's doing which.
It's not vulnerable. It's only vulnerable when the eye is visible.
Yeah, no, that's when I was trying to hit it. I was just getting the timing wrong sometimes. Was it? It's also not vulnerable when it's shooting.
Yes.
Okay. Because the eye's still open there, so I assumed I could still hit it then.
No. I think that's one of those things that's obvious when you're not like distracted.
Let me just see if regular shots hit this thing or not. Yeah, they do. Okay. Oh, that knocks me down from there. Okay.
So I think it has to be written regular shots like retarded because you don't have a charge beam right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I can use the hit from the bounce to get a bit more. Oh, distance. Did it once. People are saying bad frame rate. Let me just see if one of our phones is logged back in. Nope, I'm not logged in. So this is taking me a while, folks.
It's actually a pretty difficult first boss.
Yeah, well, also I feel like this thing, they really should have not put this one that's in the way.
Yeah, that's weird. It's also
It's not great positioning.
They've got this boss in every single game past Super, but this is the only one where it's a challenge.
Yeah. There was a red one, but it went right past me. Oh, got it.
The eye drops the red one.
Ah, okay. It's funny that it spun off like that.
Yeah, it's...
Oh yeah, let me see if I can shoot from on there like you were saying. No, it looks like I can't.
I have to hold L.
Someone is suggesting that you can save after destroying the eye.
Oh,
I mean, you will have to get good at this.
yeah, but I may as well, because then I can work on getting good at the boss. I'm not finding a way to
Okay.
to shoot well on here. This
Okay.
one doesn't support that.
All right.
Get the. I'm suddenly. Yeah, I can't get up to that bit there, so I'll do it
Alright.
next time I do the eye. Oof. Wow, okay, that takes a lot of. The one time I managed to get like launch off of that,
Here, can I?
defeat the boss, like the eye and save, and
Okay.
then let me have another go at it because I do need to just get better.
Yeah, this boss is hard because it's trying to teach you things. Like, it's trying to teach you about, like, the side things, and it's trying to teach you to, like, read patterns. It's...
The main problem I have is that it's right after this door thing.
Yeah.
Like it's two sort of challenging things to figure out.
Yeah. And it's really not obvious that you can save after the door.
But yeah, obviously. I guess, yeah, does it respawn? I assume that they respawn, which is why I didn't try.
Most of the enemies in this game respawn.
I
Yeah.
don't think the doors ever respawn in anything.
Also, I just noticed that there seems to be a gap above this. I wonder if there's a secret, or is that just an error?
No.
Look at the map.
Oh, I think that's just the top of the.
Yeah, that's the area where
Yeah.
nothing is.
Oh, I see. I've got a red outline around it that blends with the pink, at
Mm.
least on this screen.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, yeah, I
Yay.
wish I'd realized that earlier. That was definitely non-obvious that...
Yeah, I don't think the doors have ever respawned in any of them.
No.
Why am I suddenly doing this wrong?
But this game also violates some of the
It's true, it
respawn
does.
rules that the other games lay down.
Why is it? So there's something about the directional stuff with that was acting weird. I don't know if it's the ancient pad we're playing this on, or...
Are you not seeing that, like, it drops fire and then it, like, goes towards you?
Yeah, no, I know. It
Okay.
goes towards me. But I've got to get over it. It's just the timing on that jump. If you do it too soon, there's too much fire in the way. And if you do it too late, you end up being bumped down. Oh, shit.
But, like, you can jump the
That.
moment the fire comes down.
Do you want to remember you've got missiles?
But yeah, then I get hit by it. I can't jump over it the moment that happens.
So do you remember you have missiles?
Yeah, although sometimes it just knocks those away.
Mm. That's annoying.
Shit. Shit. little too soon on the. Got it.
Hit
Oh,
with
shit.
missiles.
Okay, I didn't realize we were still. Oh, I'm out of missiles.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Shoot it. For normal.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you get the DNA from a thing that can roll. To be
And then
able
it
to
gives
roll.
you, yeah.
And do you notice there's a, now you have one more jingle, but it's like weird and dubstep, like
Yeah, definitely the core X's can sometimes be difficult.
Also, notice the core thing that it turned into after you killed it. That can respawn. If you don't kill it, it just turns back into the boss again.
Oh, interesting.
Here, let's let him focus.
What was that? Oh, I can do
Oh,
it to
you can do it
these.
on the Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
can't do
what
it
I
on
was
the
thinking.
ledges.
But you can
but
do it
I
on
can
ladders.
Do it on ladders. That's nice.
I do feel like this is a good take on you kill enemies to take their powers, on account of it being kind of upsetting.
Oh, there's an actual dead scientist. Oh, there's the save spot.
I'm pretty sure Giant X can turn back into a boss. Yeah. Because I was very bad at killing the boss X's. Just really, really bad at it.
Ah, now I can missile this. Yeah, the quartering for missiles is a really good
Mm-hmm.
change. In the game we had to cancel a year or two back used quoting to change weapons. Both sides would quote, so you could have like a set of 3 weapons and really quickly switch between them.
Samus is as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1 shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem.
Oh, interesting.
To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and then use elevator 1.
Oh, I see why our frame rate's bad. It decided to start streaming.
Oh, what the fuck?
It wasn't doing that before.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
I hate Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't doing that and then it suddenly started. Okay, we might get better frame rates now. Sorry about that, folks. I like that their way of getting more types of environments is that they've got simulations of
Yeah.
various.
It's a very good.
Ian asks the question, why not bomb the place? And I just want to note that question without responding to it.
Look, there's a lot of shareholder value in this place.
Another thing if someone had shorted the space station.
Uh,
I'll have new stuff to tell me.
I think he usually it locks the door when there's
Oh, okay.
new stuff.
There actually is a game with that plot.
Where someone has shorted the space station and therefore wants it to... Oh, neat.
You're a Metroid now.
Oh, and Metroid's a... Oh,
What's
yeah.
the only thing Metroids are immune to?
We're not...
There was a room that was you could get
Oh.
into.
Now there's all these areas I can get into because I've got...
No more far here.
I should check out the frozen room, actually. I've got
Run,
one
yeah, you can rush to the edge and then...
Oh!
Why did they keep this guy? Why would you do that?
Because as we've learned, he's a dude. So therefore they've got to just imprison him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I like the scrolling.
Yeah, I don't think the texture is quite great, but...
The weird compression, but that probably didn't show up.
It was not visible at
A
all.
lot of the weird compression stuff is probably in a zone that was pure black on the original Game Boy's gamut.
Oh, they goofed on the...
Whoa. What? Twist. Did not see that coming. This is already the most interesting narratively.
Mm-hmm.
You're on a 1.
Oh yeah. And of course 1 will be the only one that's powered up right now because
Yep.
Right.
the computer's in charge.
The doors are locked.
Shodan has deemed that I cannot go that way.
The main elevator leading to the access shaft.
Oh yeah, we're getting solid green now. Sorry about that, folks. It toned itself on when we started streaming.
Has been severely damaged. It'll be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them.
Do the
Now
number.
get moving.
You have 5 MacGuffins. MacGuff them. That is the thing you do to a MacGuffin, right? You MacGuff them.
As far as I know. She's a very big woman.
I like that Samus half human, half bird, half robot, half Metroid.
She's very tall.
I believe the word you're looking for is quarter.
Half shark alligator, half man.
That weird slip thing they do.
They should not be.
That's a green one. Oh, that's some scaling sprite bullshit.
Game Boy Advance sprite modes, baby.
Thing is, I don't think they. Is there anything in this game that they do ugly scaling on other than X parasites?
I don't believe
It
so.
seems to be like part of the aesthetic, because they also
Yeah.
do like glitchy stuff. Oh shit, is this holding me?
Nope.
Okay, no. Just that the mix of blinking red and that sound.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I do love like the sound design in this is.
Oh, I
Yeah.
recognize these sprites from their reuse in
Yep.
recolored also to be.
Because yeah, this is supposed to be the
What's
environment.
going on with this thing? Oh, this is the air purifier.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Much better.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try being this instead.
Right. Also, remember these dudes?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I like this version of them better.
Yeah, I agree. Also grab the E-tank, please.
Oh yeah, I can get it from here. Yeah.
It is kind of interesting how, like,
Remember, you can aim clear shots.
you compare this and Zero Mission, and, like, it's a very clear dichotomy between this is a, like, before the SP came out and they revised the standards, and,
In terms of color.
yeah, when the Game Boy SP came out, they changed the standards and no longer required every game to have these wild, extreme colors. So, like, this was before they changed it, Zero Mission was after they changed it, but this just looks so much more interesting, because, like,
Love it.
I don't know, like the characters feel off with the saturation. It kind of bugs me.
okay.
What I like about this is that it, more than any of the other Metroids we've played, this feels like a real place.
Very much.
The extent of
There's there's so much less abstraction here. Like,
Yeah,
so
there is in the
definitely plenty,
background.
but
Whoa. But the way it's laid out and such, it's much more like I'm exploring an actual space. Is there a safe oh, that was... I guess I'm just exploring anywhere right now, trying to find... Oh shit! Oh shit. Oh well.
yeah, I do wish there was some filter that we could use to like replicate the
Yeah,
game.
I'm surprised no emulator has a...
Well, part of the problem is that it's not like a direct relationship. It's just that the screen like was very like had poor visibility. Like it just it was very reflective. I think was the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are things you could do in terms of color gamut and
Yeah, it's just not a simple relationship.
However, it's also the case the SP screen was just great.
especially the second model of the SP. First model's pretty good, but the final model they did has like a wonderful screen.
Go left.
Yeah, no, this, I don't like this sound because it makes me think I'm somewhere dangerous. I understand they're trying to show this is not like unpurified air, but they give me a few too many signals that this is nice. Oh, that's great.
Also, I feel like that's a lot more frames than they would normally give Samus.
Yeah, the Game Boys are definitely like the best animated, on top of everything else, just generally being better. Oh, weird, is that like in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come to the foreground at some point, or they just...
The ones in the other area did. Like the ones in the other one.
Shit.
Oh, you can only. Hit it from the back without missiles.
Yeah, nice. I like the way they've armored themselves with like scrap.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I like how you could specifically see the thing that used to be screwing with the air conditioner after it turned into a frog and you killed it again.
I feel like this controller might be just slightly drifting into the diagonals.
They weren't hurt by having two face buttons at all. It's way better. For one thing, there's no run button, which is like terrible. I feel like that's one of the worst aspects of Super Metroid.
And it's easier to switch weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a massive improvement.
Oh shit, no. Shit.
Yeah, I would say there's literally nothing about the controls in this that isn't better than Super Metroid.
That's definitely one of the weaknesses of Super Metroid.
Extremely.
That it's got really janky
They're clunky
controls.
and they don't feel good, and like, I feel like Samus's mobility is supposed to feel good. It's a game that's about like movement feeling good, but in Super Metroid it really fights you.
Oh, those doors are back.
But now like cartoony and cool instead of like
Yeah, then just like shooting off and then becoming a new monster is great.
We'll talk more about how the controls for other stuff works once we get to there.
Oh, I can't go through here? Weird.
Can you shoot it maybe?
I'd have to
Oh,
see. if
doesn't
I-
seem, no, I guess not. Doesn't seem like.
Weird. So you can clear a room, but you've got to always absorb the,
Yep. Otherwise they'll respawn. Try shooting. Yeah.
there we go, okay. That was not,
yeah, there's some problems there.
that was a bad graphical choice, because it looked like it was the edge of the screen that it was showing me.
So basically anytime you have to normal shoot something to get through it in a
It always
Metroid game,
feels kind of weird.
It would have been
Yeah.
fine if there was just some indication that there was something there and that it wasn't
yeah.
just
It's
an
like the
unblocked
the
tunnel.
way the background lines up is just, that's weird.
Oh, why is it? Oh, I could have just done that. I'm dumb.
That was just not sensible.
I really like.
Maybe go through the bottom one first.
Oh yeah. I really like the addition of ladders also to the space.
I do think they're like something that makes it feel like more of a built space rather
Yeah.
than, you know, like
Yeah.
here's some ruins in a cave.
Also, thank goodness that you don't have to get a power to get like the ladders.
Oh god.
Like
no.
normally it's like, oh well, the way that you get up to this area is that you turn into a ball, activate the magnetic shields on
No,
your
no, this is
ball.
the only space in Metroid that was ever meant for humans to be in.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I do need
I think
to.
you need to. Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I don't think you can actually do that.
Oh
Just a little too low.
yeah. Yeah, I don't. I feel like there should be a different color. Like I can see what they're trying to do to show that I can't hit that, but it's also not as well told.
Huh. Oh, that's why there's that room there. I see.
Yeah, and they immediately come to.
Yep.
Try
You still don't
collecting-
have any missiles.
Try collecting the yellows. Metroid power-ups drops are usually based on what the game thinks you need. So
Yeah.
if it's not giving you missiles,
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
yeah.
This is unfortunate. There probably should have just been a recharge room, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's cute, but also, I think a little bit too cute.
It's also like the thing you're doing where you like just keep killing them waiting for a green one, but it's dropping only like yellow
Yeah.
ones. I'm pretty sure I remember having that experience when I played this.
Farming, one of my least favorite.
Yep, it's never good.
Give me more greens.
Well, definitely will once you run out. Once you fill up.
Yeah, I'm not liking that, like, I can't tell the difference between ones that are floating that I can pick up and the ones coming to infect. I think they really should have made those visually different.
I think it's when they're flashing white that you can't grab them.
Not a big enough difference.
You should go save. Yeah, it's no, Charge Beam does not let you pick up enemy power-ups. It's only that was something that was invented for Metroid Prime because in a 3D space it's kind of difficult to get a lot of those things. Just like the distance your beam travels is so much bigger.
Shit.
But that was something that was added into AM2R anyway, just because it was a cute detail.
Was it in Super Metroid? Or
No.
sorry, Zero Mission?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, Nice.
New rule.
Good rule.
I think that's really...
What? You don't like that new rule?
I said good rule.
No, Christine was saying I don't think that's really,
necessary, but
I don't know, those doors are annoying in this one. But more like subtle colored lighting stuff.
yeah. I also really like the ambient music in this. Or like the, you know, foreboding dread music.
Oh, hey. What hurt me? Oh. Oh!
Assholes. Listen how weird this music is.
Oh wait, my regular. I need to use my regular shots on it?
It's only when the eye is open.
Oh. Their signaling of when things can be hit and not hit is not great in this.
Strong agreement.
I think it's a little easier when you're not distracted.
Oh yeah, but like I'm just saying, it's not super.
I feel like the
Charge beam still sucks. This was their chance to get rid of it, and they fucked up.
Don't you like Mega Man X?
I do like the framing of that, like, makes it clear that, like, beams are weird Chozo shit. That's not an animal, that's just something fucking weird.
Huh. Oh, interesting. Nice, I like this. I think I see what I've done.
The problem with the charge beam is that the only effect it has is it makes you cramp your finger. It makes you hold down a button for the entire game. And it rewards you for holding down a button for the entire game. Which, like, just leads to hand cramps. In Super Metroid, it's not a big deal because it's only as effective as missiles. In Mega Man games, it's awful. Like, you're just holding down the entire game. And it does, like, cause your hand to cramp.
I also want to raise the problem that, like, if you're charging the entire game, you've just got this noise playing in the background forever.
Yeah, that's also pretty
So
bad.
hope you didn't want to listen to the soundtrack or anything.
Yeah, no, run buttons are also bad. Run buttons are extremely bad. Walk buttons are great, but run buttons.
I think that is situational.
I think holding down a button to shoot more, it does feel cool. It's good. A good solution to that is, like, you
I was actually talking about run buttons.
hold in... Sorry, that was someone in chat was saying that. I think a good solution to that is, you know, like, you hold it in place, or, like, you hold it, and then, like, you can't hold it for too long.
Can you turn into a morph ball mirror?
No.
Okay.
I don't have whatever I need to be able to do this yet, it looks like.
The problem is, like, there's no learning when to charge. It's just you should always be charging. It is always in your best interest to charge. And that's bad. It rewards you with hand pain for doing the mechanically optimal thing.
Similar feelings with the special vision in Dishonored. I should spend most of my time hearing like a muffled soundtrack and not being able to see color, apparently.
Yeah, that's also bad. Well, that's the thing. In Metroid, it's not as big a deal because, like, you don't need to use charge beams. It's strictly optional.
But you're still
But, like,
you're still essentially rewarded for always charging.
It's like it's only a mild issue,
ABC
whereas I think in
always
Mega
be
Man
charging.
games, it's real bad.
Thought that would work.
I do want to say, I feel like Game Boy Advance games usually do not have good soundtracks. Like, often if you have, like, a game which is, like, based on or ported from something from the Super Nintendo...
Yeah, they're often real rough.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that the Super Nintendo sound chip can do that this sound chip can't. This is one of the games that really, really, really does good stuff with the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I feel like this game really, like, works with the restrictions.
Edie, what are you seeing?
The chocolate show? We're getting quality problems again? No, we're solidly green
Oh,
here.
weird. The encoder might just be having a problem with the
Yeah,
the
we're
transparency.
sending fine now. We were sending badly before, but
Yeah, I think
we're
it's
getting
just,
solid green here.
Oh, it's all the flashing red in the background.
That would, yeah.
Now is probably a good time to check the map, see where.
Yeah.
Okay, there's.
Yeah. Down, loop around, save, and get that last bit of gray area.
Oh, I was just thinking go up. Like save first for sure.
Yeah. I like the sort of perspective on all the save rooms where it's sort of like you can tell it's supposed to be like a big cylinder.
Yeah. We have one more stabilizer to go. They're pretty obvious because they are only in the large rooms. I do like that the rule here is that all this stuff has armor, or you can just hit it with a missile.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Feels like a good rule.
Be smart or use a resource is a pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Or take the time to do a charge beam. Those are all like pretty good trade-offs. Oh, fucking space bullshit. Oof. This may be one of the worst versions of their lava.
No, that's some bad tiling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that looked better on.
Nope.
Unlikely.
No,
Yeah.
I mean it's not. There's no reason why.
I mean, it would have been
look-
smaller at least.
Yeah.
Wait, is this not a? Huh. Oh, maybe all the stabilizers are done.
Yeah, I thought I had done all
Okay.
of them.
Then let's head back to
Okay, so we
navigation
can't
room.
go here till later. If there's a reason.
Because
to.
they've got this really nice subtle wavy effect behind the lava. It's just the lava itself is not very good looking.
I
The
feel like the
wavy
tiling
effect
is
isn't
just-
great either. It's just like there's just some bad choices.
It's weird that like they over animate like Samus has a lot of animations, but then so I think just go on.
Yeah. I was just checking if there's any like little rooms where I could grab stuff that I may have missed. I feel like, from what I remember, whatever they used in Zero Mission after this for that lava was a much better. Unless that was the version. There's always the like good-looking lava and the ugly-looking lava in all of these, and I can't remember which one that is, since we haven't seen two different types yet in this.
Evie, it's carbonated lava. Oh, wow. Somebody said that like a second before I did. Good work.
Chat doing our job for us.
Just a nice comforting hum.
Also, big grid code, I just want to note something that I like a lot about both Zero Mission and AM2R is that you can consistently tell who built a particular structure by the door type. Because the doors actually do vary.
Yeah,
from
doors
area
are
to area.
meaningful. I like it. It's not something they do here. They just make the doors different.
I mean, that sort of makes sense given this is all like
Yeah.
a ship with just like recreated biomes.
Exactly.
Right.
Which, yeah, I really like that conceit.
Yeah. I think I was trying to decide whether to wait until we got to another biome tension is that, like, I don't know, Metroid is really into, like, this kind of, like, mixture of, like, tech zones and, like, wild zones. And this is like the best way of giving that because like all the wild zones are like fake. It's like all constructed and you can like, you know, see like the weird metal passageways linking them and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a really good.
Yeah.
Atmospheric stabilizers online, but many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems.
They're in the ventilation shaft.
In particular, Sector 2, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect this X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. Here it may be in TR0 now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this.
Are we going to the beach?
Nice tropical beach.
I just want it to suddenly look like a Wonder Boy style beach.
Nice.
That would be
With the little crabs.
yeah, with the little crabs, like alien crabs obviously, but palm trees, really bright blue water.
As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too.
I don't know about this Adam guy.
Yeah, just like that, just really good ambience, I feel like. It's willing to do less, in a way that Super Metroid is very much not.
Super Metroid sometimes does.
There's a couple instances. I think like
Going
the
to
item
beach.
rooms
Going to
are
the
good.
beach.
I
What am
love
I
this
doing
track
at
in
the beach?
particular. I've learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I've named it the SAX.
Sax. I want it to now have a sax backing track.
No.
Yes.
I believe the
I believe the
SAX came from the
sax.
capsule containing your power suit.
And smooth jazz.
Use the power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You're still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroid, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run.
Nice.
HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Keep an eye out for the SAX. I really like that detail. That's like...
This is so un-Metroid-like in its structure.
Yeah.
Which I think
Which
is
I-
fine. Like, it's a
yeah,
really good
I
pairing
love it.
between the two on Game Boy. Definitely having, like, over the last few months, played through all of the 2D. I feel like that pairing is particularly good, the Game Boy ones.
Yeah.
I just also want to note friggin' cisgender computer, like consistently gendering SAX as it.
Well, I mean, I do not believe the X reproduce sexually, so...
Omu, die! What is this? Ooh, do not like that sprite.
But I really do feel like...
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the early frames of that were briefly from Super Metroid.
Okay, those hurt. Too high to get over. Okay. So basically, I can't kill the things that look like a bad metal T-shirt. Oh, that one's already
Yep.
one of those. Okay. I'll go back there later, I guess. Omu.
Yeah, I really like them.
The Omu?
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're good. That's why I'm killing them.
Well, yeah.
They're too good to live.
But I do like the way that, you know, it has like sort of checkpoint driven stuff, like as a narrative thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a
And
good
then
way to
also
do
mix
it.
it up with. Of course, we're not going to trust the computer with the security location. And in terms of like, you know, sort of lore stuff, I feel like it really sells how scary is Chozo technology? Well, power bombs can destroy an entire containment area on a Federation space station. And, you know, how powerful are you normally? Well, you wouldn't want to go up against you.
Just look at this gorgeous, like half biome, half space station
Yeah,
environment.
Yeah, this is.
I was gonna say, the thing I really like is how
So
you're in like fake environments fighting fake enemies. Like everything about this is like,
It's a VR mission.
Baby, it signifiers all the way down.
No, narratively, this seems sort of like it's like System Shock meets Metroid, which I'm glad they decided to make one in that sort of model. Oh, what's this? Is the security thing? Nice. Does this have any doors that are opened by a specific type of missile?
No.
I'm really glad they got rid of that, because I
Yeah.
would say, like,
Well, it also like makes perfect sense. Of course, you're not firing missiles inside a space station. Oh my god! Do you see what the SAX did?
what opens the green doors?
Yes, the SAX has missiles that open doors.
oh, there it is.
Yeah, you need missiles to open eye doors. That's it.
Yeah, but that's sort of like an enemy type.
Right, exactly.
Okay, huh. Okay, I just need to go and get that. New beam. Can't kill the sacks yet. Oh, and then there's a bunch of stuff that can be destroyed using those. Oh, does Alexander put up some fan art? Oh, I'm not logged into Twitter on that.
Why doesn't it show it anyway? That's. Oh, I see. That sucks.
Loot crops again. What is
It's
the-
farming.
Ah, I see. I was trying to figure out what she had in her hands.
So, The relationship between Fusion and the Prime games is just a little bit weird.
Yeah,
I believe this and Prime were being made at the same time.
they're made at the same time, released around the same time,
Right.
to the point where like you could connect it to the Game Boy Advance link cable, and you could unlock the Fusion suit in Prime. It looks
Right.
really. I don't like their model of it all.
It doesn't
it's
look
not.
good,
It's
and-
not upsetting. Like
data room.
it just looks kind of weird.
Yeah. But also, okay, mild spoilers because Dark Samus doesn't appear in Metroid Prime 1 except as a sort of a vague hint in a...
Yeah, it's like a sequel hook.
It's a sequel hook that you only see if you complete the game under certain circumstances. Dark Samus kind of shows up in 2. So I think Dark Samus is...
Okay, let's.
Probably? Yeah, don't...
Oh, it's not spoilers.
Okay.
No.
No, well, I mean, unless you played the Prime games.
I've played the first and the third.
Oh, okay.
I like the controls in the third and nothing else.
Well, honestly, don't play Prime 2. It's awful.
So,
What is that thing on the wall?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just a splatter. I see.
Yeah, I know. They've
looks-
shown those all over the place. So it looks like a moon surface almost. It's like all cratered and fucked
Yeah.
up.
Richard Gio saying, at this point, Samus is also a Samus-shaped Metroid. Also, I don't...
Oh, something happened there.
Yeah.
Huh. Looks like my friend's been here. Okay, so I've got to find a way through using... Maybe there's a way.
Incidentally, I'm still not really clear on whether Metroid Prime is, in fact, a Metroid.
Can I bomb through here?
I really didn't think anyone liked Prime 2. It's I feel like the core gimmick is not interesting. It's. What about that?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
noticed
it looks very.
I feel like Prime 2 has... The highs are very high and the lows are very low.
Really? When did you get to a good moment? I played
The
like.
Hive! You didn't get to the Hive!
Oh, shit.
So the problem is that the second area of Prime 2, the swamp, is the worst
Yeah, that was where I
area
stopped. But
in any
I did
Metroid
not-
game.
all the way back here?
But the third area, the Hive,
Play up to
is...
that point.
The Hive is the best in any of the 3D games.
I really did not like a single thing. Like Prime had some interesting stuff in that, like like the logs are interesting, right? Like there's some interesting details about the space pirates. That's cool, but
Isn't there
Prime
a whole thing
2 is
about
just-
being infected and
there's like a dark world that you
Yeah.
like sort of a time limit with it, so you can only spend so much time. It sounded interesting when I read about it.
It sounds more interesting than it is.
It's
like
cool
it's
until you-
it's a reduction of the beam mechanic. That is, I guess it could have theoretically been interesting, but it doesn't feel like it. It's just.
So I rather like the Dark World thing, but the main problem is the whole like suddenly you're in an area and you have to complete it in a certain amount of time because you're running out of health. The problem is that there's areas where you reload health really, really slowly. So if you screw up, rather than be like, well, you screwed up, you're gonna have to do this over, it's sandwich gameplay. It's you're going to have to stand in this bubble of light, literally watching your health count up.
Yeah, it's. I
One
mean, that's
point per
bad,
second.
but like I could have lived without it. There's just something interesting about it. But it feels like all the worst elements of Metroid Prime ones with none of the interesting stuff.
I like how a lot of recent Nintendo games have this notion of like an assist mode, where like if you're not really able to do it, they'll just sort of play the next little bit for you. And I really like how that's basically the function Christine is serving in these streams. It's like, this bit is too hard, so Christine will play it for you.
You were locked out of some things, but now I've opened doors. Yes, I spent the past 5 minutes working that one out. Professional writer.
The old Metroid problem is in this one of like, it's not. You have so much health that it's often you don't realize that you're suddenly close to death. Like, I had no idea when I died there that I was actually almost dead. Also, the whole tank UI problem that we were talking about when we were playing AM2R, that the less important part of your health is the thing that's displayed really clearly,
Yep.
and the more important bit is the bit that's like a little...
Like they're evenly weighted, but even weighting isn't correct.
Yeah. Well, they aren't even evenly weighted, because one is bright white, large letters,
True.
or numbers. And the other are small red detailed things that don't stand out against the background very well. That bit of UI should not have been shaded. By shading them into canisters, it makes them actually stand out less.
Yeah, this time I noticed that the room shakes all of a sudden.
Yeah. That's not great.
Sandra asks, is this the game that takes the longest time to defeat bombs? That's a really good question. There.
Oh, I was... Well, I fucked up.
Dropping tons of frames again.
Oh,
It
yeah,
hasn't
looks like we're
started.
having connection problems.
Okay, it hasn't started streaming it. Has anything connected and started doing stuff? I'm still not on network. I wonder if the... Yeah, we're dropping frames. Let me just check if something's hooked into the network by mistake. I have a feeling my Wii may have... Oh no, it's in airplane mode. It can't have. I don't know, we're just having bad internet, folks. Hopefully it'll get better. Really do not like that enemy design.
I like how unrestrained the visual design in this game is. Like, they're just really cheerful going for broke.
A lot of it works, that one doesn't. It's an enemy that every time it shows up it looks crappy. Like in every Metroid.
I'm sorry, what is...
That specific enemy that looks like it's a bad, like, metal t-shirt. Specifically like a 90s one. Maybe a skateboard design.
You can stand up there.
Oh yeah. Shit. I can, but will I?
Tune in next time to find out.
Oh, I see. Cute. Yeah, I don't know why we're getting, like, solid red. This isn't downloading anything.
No. Okay, this is, yeah.
Just close
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
They now locked out all the Frontline documentaries, so you can't watch them in Canada. It's garbage. Just getting rid of everything.
With the shot.
Yeah. It's yellow now.
Have you considered just running a cable?
It is running a cable.
Oh. Sandra asks if Steam is running.
Should not be. I don't normally load it. It's default.
Yeah.
And I rebooted that machine before. It could be Windows deciding
We're
to
in
do
the
an
green again.
update. Okay.
Anyway, I would pay attention.
Ooh, another design I don't like. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Okay. I had not realized. Like, I'd like a thing where it's like you're on your last tank, start making noise.
Yeah,
Starts
it
making
warns
noise.
pretty late.
Yeah. Do I have any sort of... No, I've got no idea where our safe spot is. Is there anything useful in here, maybe?
They didn't like that.
Shit! Oh.
So back when Smash 4 came out, I briefly thought I was going to get good at it. So I went to a couple of like Boston local tournaments, and I never made it past like round 1. But I would always enter my name as SAX and then play as Zero Suit Samus. One person got it.
Oh.
Nice.
Nope. Rejected.
The first time through I was wondering what the purpose of this little
Yeah.
box
Yeah.
was.
It's to be cute.
It might also get you used to like the fact you're going to have to do this in the second... I don't know.
You can't always trust what seems like the obvious way through. I'm going to be a lot more careful about my health this time through. Ah. Shit. Oh. Whoa. That fucker.
The thing that really sucks about the Torvos blog, or Torvos blog, the Torvos bog in Metroid Prime 2 is that, like, it's all reused enemies and things from Metroid Prime 1. Like, the weird little, like, ice things
Okay.
that...
It's the hard section.
Well, that's an interesting take on those. Huh. That's a new way for bombs to react.
That happens once in Super Metroid, and it's incredibly confusing. They don't set it up well at all.
I don't know if it's particularly well set up here other than as a fun surprise. I feel like if it was in an organic area and it was some sort of liquid coming out and immediately solidifying from a hole you made, that would like make more sense.
Hmm.
Or in this case, if there was some sort of barrier blocking a thing, and then when it was unblocked.
Try one of those doors.
Okay, that's a big room. Oops.
So in the previous games, weren't you saying that you wanted more?
Just trying to find one of these is going to be a save.
Sandra, I bet Construct would be great for Metroidvanias.
Why are none of these save rooms? This is bullshit. Oh. This is also the only way I'm going, unless... What?
Evie, aren't you already making a Metroidvania?
You're almost dead.
Yeah, no, I noticed. I'm upset. Yeah, like that's way too low to start making that noise.
Yeah.
You should basically do it when you're on your last energy tank once you've got multiple energy tanks. Ah, okay. Oh, thank fuck. Yay! Also, wow, it's a bunch of Omu in a spore area. This is the like extreme Nausicaa vibes.
Yeah.
So Miguel, weren't you saying on the previous games that you wanted more weird kind of biological enemies?
Yeah,
There you go.
a lot of them have just been reuse of the same ones from earlier games.
Yeah, it's true.
This would have been a good setup.
Yeah, this
for
is
the first
way
one.
easier than the.
Not worth it. This one was a pretty easy one to deal with. Did I get whatever was in this one? Yeah, I did. Oh, too late. I can't go and save now.
You're right next to the save room.
Yeah, I know. Okay, at least I've got full health and everything. Whoa! Cambrian explosion called. They want their alternate body layouts. Okay, when can I hit this? No?
Are you sure?
I'm gonna try again just in case I was off a bit. Shit, I didn't do it at that time.
I just remembered how you get through this.
Oh. Did that do anything? No. No.
Are you sure it's not missiles up it?
Oh. I was doing missiles, I forgot.
Oh.
I just like the whole like body horror Lisa Frank thing.
It's a great segmented sprite.
Have you tried like when it eats you, you turn into the morph ball? Have you tried like going in as the morph ball?
Like going farther up?
No, like letting it like instead of waiting for it to swallow you, you just morph balling and then waiting for it to eat
I'm pretty
you.
sure it's missiles.
Really? Like, I feel like it can't be a coincidence they're putting this right after you get the bomb.
It does hold it.
Huh.
Bombs are just how you get out of it.
I see.
Again, it's not... Oh, shit. Okay, that required more bombs than I thought.
It's cause it put like the bombs. It's pulling you up, and
Yeah.
bombs push you down.
Oh, I see, okay.
Each segment.
Nice. So I tried searching Google image search for that one fucking boss from Metroid Fusion. This was totally the top hit.
Really? I feel like there's another that one fucking boss.
There's a... Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that search correctly identified that one fucking boss.
It's very fucking... Is it getting shorter every time you missile it?
I think so. Yeah, that's a great boss design. Like, visually.
How do you get more missiles?
That's kind of distracting. Sorry, just having the hand in your...
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I'm almost dead. Once I'm dead... Yeah, one trick is that it kind of want to be far
Oh
away
right,
from
just
it.
turn. Yeah.
Oh. Charge people for
Yeah.
missiles.
Let me know whenever you want me to take over.
I think I can do this.
You got really close.
I had that period where I just did not know what the fuck I
Yeah.
was supposed to be doing.
Which, really, unfortunately, is this first period of fighting every Metroid boss.
I'm actually okay with that as a boss design thing, that like, first time you come across a boss, it's experimenting, it's figuring out what do I have to do to beat this boss, and then like the next one is sort of perfecting that strategy.
I just mean that Nintendo has a failure mode where you're basically always going to lose to a boss once. Or like, instead of it being tense, you're like spending 10 minutes just sort of like screwing around in the room while you try to work out what the gimmick is, and then you beat it in a minute.
Yeah, because I feel like failing once to a boss and then being able to beat it. So it doesn't feel like it's a cheap thing. Like there's a logic to figure out.
I see.
Like if you don't die to every boss at least once, and then if you die too many times, like there's a sweet spot there.
I think I have some sort of like philosophical objection to the idea of a video game where you're expected to die at least once. But that doesn't really make sense mechanically. It's like a completely reasonable way to interface with the game.
I think once is a very good number of times to die. Miguel and I were talking about this before, but like in a horror game, it's like very important for the sake of tension and like for the sake of like feeling like there's a real threat. You should always feel like you're about to die, that you plausibly could die. but then never actually die.
Or die as few times as possible.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you die, the tension has ended. And suddenly you have a little more knowledge that'll let you approach it like it's a game. Whereas, if you know you could die, but then somehow...
Oops. Shit. Forgot that button was not change angle.
But if you know that you could die, then, like, and, like, it's a credible threat, and then you just barely survive, the tension, like, doesn't go away.
I feel like in
Whereas if you die a lot, then you just start thinking about it as a video game, and you
Right.
like you've lost the emotional connection.
I feel like generally every time I die, it reminds me I'm immortal, and then I'm like, oh, why was I afraid?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You start thinking about it like it's a game. And I feel like in horror, that's like the one thing you really want to avoid.
Yeah, at some point we'll play Yomawari Night Alone, and it's a game that's really good at building tension, then really bad at killing you too often.
Huh.
Okay,
It has
pay attention.
amazing sound design. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more cautious this time instead of trying to jam as many missiles as I can. Oh, got me. Shit. It's tricky because you want to just barely dodge its jumps so that you've got enough time to run back and get a shot in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah, I think you need to hang out closer.
yeah. I love how bouncy it is. It's such a great visual design. Shit.
Just how goofy it is. It's like you look like you don't be killing it. You don't be like braiding its hair or something.
Shit. I'm just not quite getting close enough. Shit.
That's not water. It's not water. That's a gin and tonic.
Shit, wrong button. Damn it. I was distracted.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was just like, I'm hammering the button and I'm not getting free. What's going on? I'm like, oh, I'm not hammering the bomb button. Oh, God damn it. Oh, I've almost got it though.
Almost.
Oh, okay, now it always.
I wouldn't assume that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, maybe it is.
Shit. No,
Ah.
that was annoying.
That was a
bad-
little bit, yeah.
I can do this though. Need to farm anything? Oh, I could use a few missiles. There we go.
I'm sorry, I'll get that as soon as... If you want to
Oh.
pause for a second, I will.
No, it's okay.
Really? You want that bouncing the entire time?
I can do this. Just hard mode.
Please just pause so I can turn it off.
Okay.
Sorry, we're getting a system notification just off screen. I'm gonna have to... I don't know why my mouse has trouble when...
Is the other computer underneath it on? It could be electrical.
I don't know.
I've told you I've got that weird thing with my laptop where in very specific spots in very specific buildings the trackpad stops working.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Okay. Metroid games are always a good reminder to make the hitboxes on things just slightly larger.
Than you think they are?
Because it just feels like bullshit as a player when you're like just slightly off.
Especially when it's something that explodes, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's really not clear to me when it's going to do that. Is there a pattern or is it random?
No, I think there's a pattern. Or sorry, I don't think there's a pattern to it. I think it does telegraph which type of jump it's doing now. Because it doesn't jump as far.
Hmm. Got it. Oh wait, this part. Regular shots or boosted shots? I forget.
Missiles.
Now regular shots? That's turned yellow? Or always missiles?
Always missiles.
Oh, the color's just telling me how close it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So... yeah, we're not going to finish Fusion tonight. I think we're playing slower than expected, so we'll...
Did I put the right game in, or am I displaying Symphony of the Night right
You're playing
now?
Fusion.
No, but what
No,
am
it's
I
showing Fusion.
Okay.
However, the title.
People are just asking because of it's in the title.
Okay. Okay. So that's dead. I got a new ability. I got what?
High jump.
Ah.
And Spring Ball.
Oh, they're combined in this one.
Yeah.
Just checking that.
You literally jump higher than the screen, which is maybe a little weird.
I mean, the Game Boy Advance has a very short screen compared to the Super Nintendo.
I was hoping I could get that last bit of map. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Oh, and then... Oh. Huh. Interesting. There's the carapaces of those Omu. frozen.
Hmm.
Interesting. Still hate that enemy design. I'm impressed by how enemy designs I hated at the beginning of this series I continue to hate. Oh. Looks like our friend's been here before. Again. But we don't have supers yet. Wait, can I not get... Oh, it's supers and then that's both entrances. Okay, never mind.
Well, look at that's
What?
the floor.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would have gotten there eventually just by bombing all floors, which was my next step.
Well, they constrained it to 2 rooms. You're
Yeah.
basically gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was more likely to be in the other room.
That's where you just came from.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see if there's a way to get down. Okay, now I'm just confused. I guess I'll be methodical about this.
It's not here.
Someone has given a spoiler in the chat if you want to look.
No, I want to figure this out.
Okay, then don't look.
Yeah, you were already supposed to see this room. Because you get in here before, even with the bombs, right?
This is the exit, is what you're saying?
Well, it's a room that you could have gone to
Yeah.
before.
Okay. That was bad. Camera should have adjusted for
Yeah.
that. Oh, I see. I was going in the right direction.
Yeah. I led you straight.
Oh, nice. I almost wish like you didn't have the robot or the ship computer explaining anything to you. That you just like stumble onto that.
Well, it did show you, like, a cutscene with her.
Yeah, out of nowhere. But I'm like, I think if they'd gone with that longer without any explanation. Oh.
If they'd done that, I probably would have started to wonder if maybe that's the real Samus and I am...
Exactly.
They lied to me about...
And that's a good thing. Like if they
No, yeah, that would have been good.
Okay, I can't get through to that save spot anymore.
Evie, remember, SAX has power bombs.
And can destroy walls with its super missiles.
like that I can use the chrysalids as
And there you have it, the only instance in the entire series I can think of the spring ball being required for something.
No, it's necessary in 2 because there's Oh wait, no, that's not true. You could use the like the
Ladder.
Yeah.
I do a little bit like how like they can slightly explain if some of the characters are a little off model because they're just like, well, the SAX didn't exactly remember how they were supposed to draw it.
Well, I mean, it's intentional. Like they are in fact making a lot of these more monsters or like has some weird thing added. Like those weird like ones with the long legs. They have like rockets on the bottom.
a lot of those were weird in all of their incarnations.
Yeah, rockets.
They're mostly different. Like they are like actually changing them. It's not
Rockets
just,
on the bottom is a surprisingly frequent biological feature from creatures from Zebes. I'm not really
It's
sure what's going
true,
on there.
but like the off-modelness is in fact deliberate. And
I am not liking how long I've gone without a save spot.
That's a fair point.
well, there's one fact.
Yeah. I'm just worried about these things hatching before I get a chance to save.
No, that doesn't lead you anywhere.
There is a second save.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get to a save room. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get to a save room.
There
Yeah,
is one
just
straight
straight up.
above you.
Yeah.
Well, Evie, that would certainly explain why they used the missiles as the mechanism for their doorknobs.
Can you tell me what, when you're replying to people like that, what their comment is? Because I'm always curious.
Can the Chozo shoot missiles?
Oh wait, that's not the save, that's the refill.
NSR.
Okay, so I've got that room there that I don't think I can get to unless bombs destroy those things.
You don't need to destroy it.
Which
You have to
things?
jump over it.
Oh yeah, I've got high jump, I forgot. I'm being dumb. Man, I really hate that design. I just don't stop hating it. I keep on hoping I'll stop just so that I don't have to look at them and be annoyed.
So I guess what you're saying is that you'll be annoyed if I decide to put that as the design on my new skateboard?
No, there it's appropriate.
Okay.
Oh. I need something I don't have yet.
Screw attack.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like this whole area is cleared out, so...
A2 Zircon says, would there be any reason to make a Metroid with limited ammo? Is that anathema to the spirit of the games? I feel like it's not that it's anathema to the spirit, it's just more of a problem that
It's
like...
very hard to balance.
It's hard to balance, and also like Metroid games never have an interesting way of restoring ammo, right? It's always just grind until you got it back, so...
Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea.
Welcome to Metroid.
That's the game,
Unintended
folks.
consequences. The sax is
The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4 with several thousand X. With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Now head for Sector 4.
By the way, have you noticed how much they love the little, like, rotating space station animation on those screens?
I better look next time.
I
Really,
think it's good.
It's
Like,
good, and they seem pretty proud of it.
The SAX. An enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe.
Wow, a little bit full of yourself there.
I mean, so far, given, like, what is done to the place.
She's a one-woman army.
Not unreasonable.
I'm just saying, if there's like a mimic of me, I wouldn't be like, oh no, if this thing gets you loose, think what it could do.
Have you ever blown
Well,
up a
you
planet?
don't have power bombs.
I don't.
Well, if you do, then I'm afraid we'll have to get the Federation to stop you. The little in the corner is the...
Oh yeah. I don't see it rotating. Was it in some?
It only does when it's...
But it wants to show you 4, and that was the last one it showed
This sector
you.
has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive. But still, this seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially this SAX. But I digress.
I don't know,
This
I think
sector
he
is
was
home
obsessed with sacks.
to a very large creature. The researchers called Ceres. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra-high speed.
Oh.
The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to Ceres. No doubt the SX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you've been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. Can I take over a bit?
Yeah.
Also, I like the thing that looks like a face on her back. It's not, but like when it animates, it...
I like to give you... They seem to have gone out of the way to make sure you have a shot of her butt there. Such a good sound.
Oh yeah, that is a good,
Yeah.
Oh,
These things just drop like laser things out of their claws.
I do like that the chains like signal like there'll be something below that's safe to stand on. So you can have like...
That's a good way of handling the lack of...
Yeah, because the screen is so, so short.
Yeah. Also a good way that they're handling water, given the perspective, like the little pools of water.
Oh yeah. Just like 1 pixel.
1 pixel but animated so it's more visible.
Also sound effects when you step on it. Splash, splash, splash.
Yeah. That's a really good technique to deal with the fact that you can't actually see them.
Have you seen that in something else?
I feel like I've seen it at least once, but I couldn't tell you where.
I've seen it before, but I don't know if it was in a game that needed it as badly as a Game Boy game does with this scale of sprite.
Okay, good. Non-electric. Oh, because it's not connected.
Oh God.
Oh, what
Shit.
the? Is that what happens after you hit it a bunch, or did it just
Because it got an extra X.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do like that.
It's fine.
Like,
The level
the
one.
life
is,
cycles here are.
Yeah.
The level 1 is fine. I could have just ignored it.
Well, the level one is actually straight up a sprite taken from Super Metroid.
Yeah, so that is like their approach. Is they'll like have is sometimes they'll have normal ones, but they'll also have fucked up versions, or sometimes they'll just have fucked up versions.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna poke at that.
Oh, and here's the electrocuted water.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like. How do you feel about like that? The like the surface, cause.
Yeah, the surface, it's kind of a weird fact, but it does the job of like making it extra clear.
Well, do you feel like it's like less ugly than the lava?
Oh yeah. Very low bar. But in general, I like the water effect. Like it's
a quite large texture, which raises the question of why they decided to have a one tile-sized lava.
Yeah, there's no there's no
no.
reason not to. Again, just like given how like.
But like making bad decisions about lava textures is just like a Metroid tradition at this point.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything here.
Yeah, I really like the inclusion of ladders and of the like walk along paths. It just makes it
good.
And just so like it makes it feel more like a real ship, because normally you couldn't justify this amount of height on things without some way for regular people to get around.
Yeah.
And,
I
like,
mean, to
never
some
really-
extent, like these aren't like areas that are meant to be habitable.
Yeah.
Because this is like
Well,
like,
I mean, they're
environments.
research areas,
Yeah.
so.
But like the actual like the places that humans go are all like much lower, right?
Yeah. It's everyone's favorite door type.
I do. I'll more to say in a bit.
Yeah, having that just makes it like just a little bit more to make it feel like a real place.
Yeah.
Which is always a problem in platforming games.
Yeah.
I was saying off stream, I think after one of the previous streams to Christine, that I feel like exploration in platforming games always feels a little bit weird to me, because that's not the type of spaces that humans normally explore. Like we normally explore flat surfaces. We're usually like exploring X and Y, but not Z.
Makes sense.
I don't necessarily mind so much, but I do like I see how like you also just find it disorienting, right? Like you were saying that just like you have a little bit harder time navigating than you do in like.
It's mostly that it just doesn't feel. They don't feel like real places to me.
Okay.
It's also like you're rarely using like reasoning that is aware of the kind of space you're in, you know?
That's true.
You're not thinking about this in terms of like, alright, well, this is like a shopping mall, there must be some kind of like a food court or something, right?
Yeah, no, it's a very abstract.
I don't necessarily
Wait.
mind like that sort of abstraction.
Well, I don't mind it. I just think it.
Well, I don't think that's what was causing it.
Yeah. It's not an issue of minding, it's that it just doesn't feel like exploring to me. It doesn't feel like exploring a real space does in real life.
Interesting. This asshole again.
Well, now you have high jump, so it's relative.
That's a good point.
Or you have luck. Luck also works.
Like exploring in a Zelda feels more like exploring to me. Because it is, you do move around the space the way a real person does.
Makes sense.
Whoa!
Check out this hype beat. Every boss has its own
Fuck.
music in this game.
Great. So are the sound effects in this, a lot of them like low bit rate, like wave stuff, or is it like?
I believe that the GBA was sampling only. I could be wrong.
Sorry, I mean like.
No,
was
it had
like wave, like the file type. Like what I meant was like, are they? Is it?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know.
I know that it could do it because like this.
Yeah, no, it definitely
The
could.
World Ends With You is full of vocal samples.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I feel
that's
like
on the DS, so that has.
a lot of
Oh,
these
yeah,
synths
sorry.
are like a lot of the synths that they're using here sound like they're analog synths.
They have to be sampled though. That's not something you could do with the Game Boy.
No. Just it means they sampled their
Yeah.
analog sound.
That means that they could also sample real sound effects for these splashes and stuff.
Yes. Although remember that was also true on the Super Nintendo.
Well, it's why like a lot of like you play like Final Fantasy VI on the Game Boy Advance, and like it sounds real rough.
Well, I think that
Like it is like just.
I would need to look this up, but I want to say that you were able to store longer sound effects on the GBA, but that the GBA did not have as good like sound manipulation abilities.
Yeah. That was a great boss design.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm about to die.
Yeah, dying on this thing is like just a real pain.
It's a real fuck you.
Oh.
It's just a thought. While that thing's there, could you have just shot it with a normal beam to get some power?
Yes, but.
Was there a pattern for when it would do the sideways attacks on you? Because that seemed like you'd have very little time to react to it.
Oh, whoops. Okay, it's the other way. That's good. I thought I was farther than.
Well, I can't figure out what the format was for the music in this game, but I found a place you can download them. What I can tell you is that the entire soundtrack in its original file format fits into 445K.
Like the GBA sound stuff is very well documented.
Really? Okay. So it
yeah.
had like a.
Well, I just mean like for homebrew, right?
Sure.
You could probably find specifications pretty.
Oh, making you do this with the water jumping
Yeah.
is just
Okay.
mean.
Gonna stand here. But you do have a high jump, so it's like.
Yeah, they really thought about these encounters. In this case, this is the first one that they've given you since you got the high jump, so they're defanging it by putting it in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how each one of those is like a unique encounter. Another sort of example of something we were talking about with AMR2, whatever.
Yep,
AM2R.
you got it. Oh yeah. Sure.
Whatever. Sequence of letters and numbers. Where the context changes the fight even though the monster is the same. Oof. Not an auspicious beginning.
I'm sorry, I just want to dance to this.
This does in fact bang. Oh. Okay. I get it. Mostly.
It pausing when it's hit by the missile is...
Yeah, it's always
extremely-
just
It's really satisfying.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
no,
just-
it's so good.
That's some really good game feel. Sorry.
Oh my god. Ugh. I don't know why I'm feeling that satisfied. It's still pretty.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, I don't usually have. Wrong direction again.
Yeah, people mentioned this is too unpredictable. Like,
Yeah,
It's a
I
really
think I need to
impressive
get
looking
better
fight.
at.
but it does feel a bit.
I don't know if
unfair.
it's unfair. I'm just having a little bit of. I think it's too fast to really get a good feel for like what part of that pattern is. Part of the pattern works really well, like the thing where after you hit it, you have to like dodge up and then dodge down. That feels really good, because I feel like that's like
Yeah.
a really simple pattern. It's very easy to understand. Yeah, I might fight in the water after it's in core, just to give myself more.
More space.
Yeah.
Also, I think if you fight in the water, you might have a better sense of which direction it's going to come from.
Possible.
I like that it's
What?
making the speed booster noise.
That wasn't the. Okay, the pattern was different. I guess it's a little bit reactive. Okay, so you can hit off screen. I don't know about that one.
Like
Nice.
with a screen this small.
Yeah,
then
it's a
can,
little-
then it's
That's true.
different.
No, that's a good point.
That's what you meant by fighting in the water. That's smart.
Yeah. Oh,
Can I
okay.
make-
No, that's not a good place to fight it.
Can I make a suggestion, which is that when it, like, you basically can farm it for an unlimited amount of health.
Okay, it is up, down, up. Okay. Good to.
So, like, once you, either every time that you pull off a missile on it, or just before you do anything, you could just hit it a bunch for health until you're more or less full up. It doesn't really change or do anything threatening.
It can come back if we don't kill it soon enough, right?
No, that is a problem, actually. Darn it.
It's fine. I almost got it. I don't actually dislike the speed booster that much. I feel like the what's the jump ability called? The
Space jump?
no, like
Screw attack?
the thing that makes you jump after you.
Oh, the shine spark.
Yeah, that I don't like as much.
Oh yeah, the shine sparks.
But I feel like the speed booster is actually really fun.
Yeah.
Like it's just satisfying to pull off.
I am the one who hates the speed booster.
I'm with you. I just don't like it as a way of opening doors. It doesn't feel.
Yeah.
I like it when it's used in ways that are logical. Like this gate is going slow.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way it's used in this game actually.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it's used.
Okay, up. No, fuck.
Nice.
Up. Down. Okay. Wait.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, I've been. That is the one advantage of being able to hit it when it's off screen. And in fact, it doesn't take many missiles to kill this thing, so you can be a little bit free with them.
Yeah. Just need to have enough to take care of the.
And then I lose all my. Just was feeling good. Nope. No, it doesn't. Oh my
I feel like
god.
it took you down by like almost 100 HP in like one hit there.
Yeah, it does a lot of. Okay. Stay up. Fight it. Don't try to farm it. I feel like I did not have this much trouble on it the first time.
Did you play it on a GBA originally?
Yes.
Could be there's a slight difference in lag.
It's possible. I mean, I did also play it on a PC the second time. It's only my third time playing
Yeah.
this game. I think after this we should switch over to
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Makes sense.
I also just feel like there's like a lot of luck involved in this. Like if you get lucky, you can.
No, I think I'm just fucking up on the pattern.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of it is random. Like what direction it comes from. Nope.
Nice.
It'd be nicer if I hit it with the missile. What? That wasn't the same. Okay. I don't understand the pattern. I thought I did, but I don't.
You actually kind of missed a trick not using stereo sound to.
Well, you didn't have stereo sound, right? It was a Game Boy Advance. It only worked if you had headphones plugged in. Nope.
Always have like the same amount of health
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh!
Yes!
Woo!
Yeah, you run real fast.
Oh, I like that. It's set up to like encourage you to run after the. Oh, that's cute.
What did it do? I was looking away. The chat.
It encourages you to chase the X's.
Ah,
So it's like, that actually is like a good like teaching.
You had 0 of this thing, and now you have 1 more. And 0.
you want to get the missiles down there?
I'm gonna do what's up here first. Maybe I don't. Maybe what's up here first. Oh.
Huh.
Fine.
I
That's-
feel like you're gonna miss some stuff by not checking the one down below first.
I feel like that's off the, no, that looks like the critical path.
Oh, you're right.
Like it brings me back to a save room that I saw before.
Ah.
Hmm. Okay, it looks like there's like little letters shimmering around her when she saves in this.
Yeah. Like that's like the computer or something.
Should we,
Yeah, if we're gonna do any symphony of the night,
Yeah.
we should do it
Okay.
ASAP. So,
Yeah, no, this is a very big area. Let's pack it in here.
okay. So, should be a moment while we switch.
Yep.
In Metroid Prime, they try to explain breakable blocks as being like, oh, this is an ally that would probably be destroyed by concussions of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think that's the best explanation you'll ever get.
Give everyone big while we get this set up.
Really?
Huh, someone big must be streaming Castlevania Symphony of the Night right now because there's 857 viewers
Huh.
when there's usually like a handful.
Okay, I will tweet. And do you remember where we're going? Like both places? They're
I
sort of
think
indicated on the map, right?
There's two places, and I think those are it, but I could remember wrong. We're gonna start with just my my memory of, well, here's the two places
Yeah.
I know you need to go.
Oh, yeah, I should also.
Which I think is in. I feel like it's in the spirit of this stream for hints to come in the form of playground knowledge, right?
Extremely.
Yeah.
And I think Symphony of the Night is peak playground knowledge.
Yes.
Okay, it's all set up. I think I've got the right aspect ratio.
I have made the tweet.
Okay. I'll retweet the tweet.
Let's do it. Let's configure the controller.
Oh. Not configured correctly?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Woo.
Oh, it's not turning on. That's very not good.
Okay. A speedrunner is currently doing Symphony of the Night for California Wild Relief Marathon.
Cool. Well, if you want to see people play it well, then that's definitely.
Yeah, this is not the stream to see it speedrun or anything other than slowly, poorly, and with me complaining about art direction a lot.
What the hell? I thought it.
This is the complaining about dogs % run. Also,
Shit.
did you? I'm sorry.
Oh fuck! I'm
zoned out.
sorry.
Did
I
you see
just
this
lost
question?
a cable.
Is that spooky from I Feel Sick? Yes, it is. There's also a filler bunny up there.
Sorry. Speed power walking.
I'm really trying my best.
I guess usually the things on the weird,
Why?
what's going on?
This window.
What?
Yeah, there we go. Got it.
Doing all the weird things.
Still need to get the controller working. Player what?
Slow run.
What?
Is it just completely gone?
Why does it keep going to player 3? I hear you.
Oh, you plugged in 3 controllers before this. It's not forgetting controllers.
That
Would be my
doesn't.
guess.
Okay, there we go. Yay.
Yeah, my guess is it remembered the last 2 things you plugged in.
I
And so it's
don't
like, this must
think
be the
that's-
3rd one. It's a thing I've seen X input controllers mess up on PC when like something goes wrong. I'm attempting to find your tweet so I can retweet it.
I don't have audio. Do you have audio?
Oh, I might have. When I pulled the cable, I might have forgot to set audio back to. No, it's set to Elgato. Let's go to a
Yeah.
room that has sound. Do you hear anything?
Nothing.
Did I?
Anyone on the stream being able to hear sound? Because we're not hearing sound on our end.
That's. I have an input to Elgato. What else could it be? Did I accidentally pull the cable? Can you turn on the? Yeah.
I'll turn the soundbar on. Sorry, folks, having some technical issues. No, we're not getting sound output from.
Let
your
me try
computer.
restarting it.
Maybe before you restart it, see if you can get the computer itself to make some noise.
I'll go to couch video while this is happening.
Okay.
Okay, we're just trying to figure out what's going on with the sound. As I mentioned earlier on
Do you hear any audio now?
we basically
Yes.
put this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's. Okay. So it's not my computer. Let's just try restarting it. Open a new. Okay. There we go.
Oh wow!
You can mute the.
That's really good.
That's so cute. That's really cute.
Fairy girlfriend is good.
Oh.
I feel like Dragon's Crown still has the cutest fairy, where in some of the menus she's drunk and in a bottle of something.
What?
That's good. That's extremely good.
I really like that. God, which of these are playing?
Oh no, an indirect ear kiss.
That's
Wow,
No,
I
Christine. No! That is terrible. Jesus. What is wrong with you?
Look, sometimes you just say a thing and then realize afterwards that you should not have said the thing. Okay, so where am I going?
alright. 2 places you should go are 1 here
Yeah.
and 2 right there.
Okay, so there's no teleports near either of them. Fuck this. Well, let's just go all the way down.
Well, you are going, first off, you've got like, I would actually, remember you've got all mobility power-ups
That's
and
true.
also you're going downhill at that point.
Yes, Skyrim as a verb is also pretty bad. I would highly recommend not saying that.
I like on the course of like 14 seconds we went from we had the fairy is trapped in the bottle and also ear kisses, like the highest and the lowest, like right next to each other.
It actually isn't trapped in a bottle. It's in it's relaxing in the glass of booze.
That's great.
Oh my god,
It's
I
so
love
good.
it. You know what I don't love? That thing.
No, Vanillaware games are like a mix of really good art direction
I
decisions.
wish they
and
made
really
good
bad
games.
ones.
Like,
Everyone likes the blood cake, by the way.
it's so. Their stuff is so beautiful. When will they make a cooking game?
Oh, I love
Right?
the cooking game.
Just
The
give me
problem
what
is
I
often
want.
their games have really good ideas mixed in with their love of animation locked combat, which is
That's definitely a
very much-
bugbear of yours.
Yeah, not my thing.
I don't know. I was just so angry at Muramasa, which has incredible food. It's so the food is unbelievably good, and there's no reason to ever do the cooking.
Yeah, I
It's
would say
not-
somebody said they liked Odin Sphere. Odin Sphere is my favorite of theirs, mainly because the economy was really interesting.
I really want
in
to play
it.
that. I know that there's been a re-release recently that.
Yeah, I don't. The re-release apparently does a lot of changes, and I worry that it might ruin the economy. But you can do it in classic mode if it does.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's they included the original
Yeah,
in
both.
that? That's really good. I really like that
versions are in there,
approach.
Yeah.
I hope that continues to be the
Okay, someone's saying the HD re-release is very, very good.
Okay.
My problem is I probably want to play it eventually on Vita, but PS4 for streaming. The economics and the economics. I'm actually talking about stuff like growing food and
Oh
then
right, this room.
eating
Yeah.
the food. Cute.
No, wrong
No!
button.
Oh God!
Ah!
Not horrible wolf. Okay, missed.
Acceptable mist. They're really just making sure you have. Can I switch to? Oh, I guess I could have stopped there.
They observed in the chat that there's a what?
Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess you're not supposed to be here yet. Yeah, people observed.
Oh man.
Sorry. People observed in chat there is an armor that breaks spikes. But maybe you should just reset. Well, no, I don't know.
Well, fuck all things.
After watching you play Metroid, this game feels really slow. Yeah, I don't find the movement speed to feel terribly good. in
I
this
mean, I
game.
do feel like that's a sort of it indicates their different priorities, right? This is not about traversal. This is about fighting. And I think if something is combat, I don't know.
Yeah.
Metroid 2 is combat driven too, and it still has good mobility, but
There's also just weird choices, like the fact that the animation runs too slow.
okay. So how do I get that armor?
The armor's not the problem. The problem is whatever that blue thing is. It's over
The
there.
door.
Could I? Okay. Sorry.
Let's go to the other one.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
Think
also, I
still
just want
have
to note
do that the long
something.
way?
The clock room, right?
Yeah.
There's a hole just directly up. So, notice that if you could go directly up, which you can now, you can go up this shaft and up this
Oh
shaft.
yeah, that's true.
So those are my recommendations to explore this,
Yeah,
this,
let's go and
and
hit
this.
those
All
first,
of those
just
are
because they're
yeah, all of those are bat
Let's go
bat
there.
gated areas.
Back country.
Wait,
I
can we get
believe
a
that was
salt
a,
shaker
that
of
was a
cocaine
famous.
in this?
I believe that was the famous movie quotes.
I love how they give the confession room its own music.
It's great. Not necessary, but great.
I actually kind of want to read the.
I'd like to give a shout
Novelization
out
of
to the
this.
person who just posted in the chat, Batsessable.
Yeah, that's really good, actually.
Thank you.
Scout salutes you.
I want to play the Hunter S. Thompson novelization of this game.
Oh God. Wait, isn't that no? Warren Ellis already made a version of this.
What?
The Castlevania Netflix.
Is it extremely Hunter S. Thompson?
No, it's extremely Warren Ellis.
Okay, never mind.
But Warren
then.
Ellis
By which I
thinks he's
mean-
Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
By which I mean a lot of dudes get like hit in the nards repeatedly. That's Warren Ellis.
That's not really Hunter S. Thompson.
I didn't say it was.
It's not like I was in we were in Vampire's Castle with a vial of holy water, a salt shaker of cocaine. My lawyer advised that I turn into a bat.
A whole 5 minutes spent talking about goat fucking. Yeah, that's an actual thing that happens in the Castlevania Netflix show.
When I think
And now I
about
feel like I'm missing out.
when I think
that
about
part I approve of. That's like goat fucker is just a very good epithet.
It is.
when I think about like what in the Castlevania series like holds my attention as important to me, I don't really think about.
Well, it's the goats, obviously. Oh, yeah, this guy is just not hitting me for damage.
Man, these segmented sprites. The only good
Oh
thing
my
about them
gosh.
is this guy's death.
Come on. Oh yeah, right. This weapon kind of
Watch
sucks,
out.
doesn't it?
That's the only good thing about those segmented sprite
I
guys.
really like that. Okay, give me something fast.
Didn't we just find like an overhead thing of some sort, like the Morning Star?
What was the thing that we liked? We liked the Holy Rod,
I think we did like the Holy Rod.
and also Jewel Knuckles were good. Yeah, let's do the Holy Rod. I think that gets like bonus damage against a bunch of shit. Some evil shit.
You now have a magical girl wand.
Kira, Kira.
Those are some rough textures. Every time I'm like, oh, maybe it's not so bad. Like, you get used to it. Something like this shit shows up.
Please resist fire.
I like how you're the same size as your fairy girlfriend now.
You ship them?
Is that not obvious by now?
Fairy X Bat.
Yeah.
It's cute. I'm into it. Why are these guys up here? These are like,
I like it a lot more than other things in this game.
but they're like really low. Is that a one-off?
The fact that it also has a sound effect. Like,
Yeah.
this game is so, like, their priorities are so weird and out of whack. There's not a lot of games where you're like, what was the producer thinking?
What's an S-Stock? Oh, where are we?
Well, we're definitely
like-
somewhere.
Oh, an unmapped area.
Yeah.
This one thing I will give this game is it's very good. Like, well, I've seen the entire map now. Then you're 10 minutes later, like,
No! No!
Oh no!
you can do it. You can
Yes! Yes!
No!
Yes!
do it.
Oh, right.
Can't
That
stop
doesn't work.
time.
You can't stop horses.
No.
Remember, the other half
Time
of the horse
stops
is in
for
another
no
time
horse.
zone.
What the fuck did you
Xandra-
just say?
Xander points out that an S-Stock is a large rapier. So what happens?
Oh,
what
does it have the same bullshit?
That's the question.
Let's do it. Please.
German thrust sword, 2 hands.
That's two-handed. That doesn't sound... Whoa, it does a lot of damage, though.
Okay.
It probably doesn't have the same...
What happens if you swing it though? Whoa.
I mean...
Can you swing that in the air?
Whoa.
I don't know if this is like... This doesn't actually seem that much...
It's got some
Okay,
range
there's
on
another
it.
one. Yeah, it does. That's good. That's
Wait,
like...
go back. That's an entirely different animation
God.
sequence for that song.
Holy shit.
Just wait on it. Oh, it just comes out once and then walks away.
Okay, I don't like this weapon. Let's...
You were doing okay with the Holy Rod.
I want something that makes things... Okay, let's stick with it for now. I need something that makes things bleed for some dark metamorphosis.
Can you put one more pointer
I'm
left
sorry,
hand
I
on
mean
your right?
dark
metamorphosis.
I don't... No.
Hello, you beautiful.
No.
I'm clearly 99% invisible and not approve of this game.
What would Jack Justice?
Trixie Dixon would put up with none of this bullshit.
Wait, what? Is
Hi,
there a...
Eon.
Apparently there's
Oh.
a sword
Oh.
familiar room.
Okay, well let's...
What the shit?
Do you need to maybe kill the small gold one?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, well we just opened up something.
That's finally a shortcut.
Yeah, however...
So we've actually got a pretty open... We've got a lot of, like, unexplored map bits right now.
Yeah, no, this just
Really-
opened up a bunch.
Yeah, that's
Someone,
true.
someone is recommending... You saw that.
Yeah, I don't actually know where.
Section sign we were, but it was blocked off before. So now we've got a path to here, which it's not clear if that's useful or not.
Like so many things in this game.
Right. Whoa, 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 whoa! That no, right there, right there. Yeah.
What the fuck? How could you possibly?
Well, your fairy girlfriend might tell you.
Looks like the stream froze.
Oh,
That's
shit.
weird. Okay. Let's...
One sec.
Like, video is going through.
The game just
like,
decided that
Elgato's
one-
definitely getting video.
The game just decided that ceiling break was bullshit. Also, wait, shouldn't our fairy girlfriend have told us that that was breakable?
Yeah.
It's too weird even for her.
Working on it, folks.
Okay, after you fix that, is the game set to Metroid Fusion?
No, it's set to Castlevania Symphony
Okay.
of the Night. Well,
It's showing up we're in the chat, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'll tell it to update again.
I mean, the chat app just might be wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
It's still
for...
showing wrong. Okay. Oh wait, one moment, please. You probably just have a loose connection in one of these wires.
No, because going to the TV, okay.
Yeah. It could be going to the computer badly though.
But then we'd lose power.
I don't think that's the case. I think it still works to pass through without that.
Refluent evanescence makes a good point.
Girlfriend was too busy staring.
You're too hot in bat form. Oh shit, no! Tollmaster points out, Fairy GF knows we were getting a new familiar.
Yeah, but is the new familiar cute?
Oh, I mean, you have established your fondness for sword boyfriends before.
That is true.
Okay, it's showing up there. It's still no Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good.
Okay, cool.
I like how the screen mysteriously flashed green. Do
That's
I
fine.
have music? Oh, there it goes. Sword card. Don't you wish your girlfriend
Okay.
was a sword like me?
Hello, floating sword.
I shipped the ugly floating sword with the hideous wolf.
Hello, rotated floating sword. So, Miguel, how do you feel?
Not good. Slightly nauseous.
Like, this sword familiar has voice acting?
Does it? It can't be as good as the one from Transistor.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling a bit of vomit in my mouth.
I like how it
Oh,
just
right, I need
stood
to...
off in the corner swinging and didn't
I need
help at all.
some... Please, give me
There's
some...
wandering into the night zombie.
Where's my... I really hate this input.
What input?
Are you
Dark
trying to do
metamor-
dark
oh, whoops.
metamorphosis?
It's up, sorry. Actually, that was me fucking it up this time. You know what? I don't like horses. Let's just not.
This I definitely do not ship. Oh,
This
one.
sword is doing nothing useful. It's just sort of floating around aimlessly.
Well, like,
fair,
it
it
keeps trying
is
to
a
attack
level
and then I
one.
kill it.
It is a level 1 sword boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not... Come on. The transistor would have done so much better. Is there a... I don't...
Maybe you trick the bottom right corner before you...
Yeah, sure, let's go for it. However, let's do it as a bat.
That's one thing Samus can't do.
Turn into a bat?
Yeah.
But she can fly. She was raised by birds.
Right? Which are mammals?
Oh, look at the...
Wait, was that a thing? Oh, that's not bad, actually. A lot of
I feel like the 3D works there.
Which bit are we looking at?
The buildings.
Yeah. The 3D buildings don't bug me as much as a lot of choices in this game.
I feel like it's because of like the resolution doesn't feel like a mismatched resolution.
Yeah, no.
Garnet. Wait.
Yeah, sure. Nope.
Just wanted to check.
Time horses bats is the new rock paper scissors.
Nice.
I believe that's bat fog, hideous thing that is not a wolf. And everything beats hideous thing that is not a wolf.
Maybe one in here. I do feel like we're definitely we were overdue for a save room. Hey, Alucard, we're not gonna get away with this, are we? You know what this game needs? A hum button. You know what every game needs? A hum button.
I'm just imagining like Alucard
I
just
disagree, a
going,
poetry button.
That's also good.
That's definitely what...
To provide context, Transistor has a button where you can just hold it and the protagonist, who is a singer, will just hum to the song that's playing, like the background music. And they made a different track for every single song in the game that has her
That's
humming
really
to
good.
the... Yeah, it's super good. Because, like, she's, like an opera singer.
She's an opera singer, but she's like aphasic in the game.
Yeah, she can't speak, so all she can do is...
Oh.
Iron Ball. Great.
Haven't
Love
you
it.
always wanted an iron ball?
Now you can go bowling if you can just find the bowling alley in this castle.
And
has been
Poetry
iron-
Button is from...
That was a weird door.
I-76, where you could get your sort of wingman, car man.
Hey, it's a party time.
Your friend would recite poetry over the
Oh
CB
no, I
radio.
knocked over the...
Oh.
Can't. I'm sorry, I knocked it over.
All rocks. Nice.
Okay, so nothing here bleeds.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's switch to something... What about the rod
Tell
works?
Master, she broke the chair by accident. It was
I'm sorry, I
really sad.
fucked up. If you walk too, like... I don't know what it is that causes it to break, but... You can accidentally break the chair.
Is it actually doing better than the break your weird attack would?
Probably not. Let's do it.
Also remember, you have healing items, but you don't have your
Yeah,
Fairy girlfriend here to use
does
them.
not. I should just switch back to the fairy girlfriend. She was much more useful than...
the sword that
sword.
randomly floats off somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem to attack quick enough. Ah.
Oh wow!
Speaking of UI that doesn't show your health, you have a meter, which isn't health, and a number next to a heart, which also isn't health.
Yeah. UI is not great in this. Many things are not great in this.
The heart's just weird. It's like it's a pure artifact of the previous game. So you've got MP. So what's the hearts? The hearts are the number of axes you're carrying? I don't know.
This game is like the opposite of my aesthetic in every way. Pretty much. It's like I'm into like games with small numbers of things that are very polished and like
How
all
about
the bits
lots of
interact
things, but
in like interesting, consistent ways. And this is just
that's
like,
interesting. But how about 100 one-offs?
yeah, this is just like hundreds of one-offs that are all incredibly unpolished.
Tollmaster points out there's a second fairy in the Saturn and PSP version that sings a song. Apparently according to the wiki we were looking at last week, so does the Japanese version of this.
Camp. Sticking to the fairy. And
Also-
this time I will sit on the chair.
We should note that, as far as I can tell, the major reason we're going with the fairy is she's freaking adorable.
Also, she uses healing items for you. That's the thing that I want.
Is it potions or food that she doesn't use? There's one. Of the
She doesn't use food. She just uses potions.
Okay.
Because food is stuff that you just like throw on the ground, and she doesn't do that.
Yeah, Evie is referring to the interview that we referred to on here before about the producer.
Yeah.
Someone just say, okay, here we go.
I'll sit down.
Yeah, they basically admit that they just like everyone was doing their own thing, and they just were like, "Is this thing cool?" It goes in.
So it's basically the Ran Van 3000 of video games.
Oh, come on! I did your thing.
Nose demon. That's alarming. Oh my god, you broke the table. That's great. What are you even doing with this table? Why does a vampire need a dinner table?
Oh, I should be using mist form.
That's
Oh.
good. Nice.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Hey,
what
Miguel,
is-
how do you feel about this?
Who said you can't teach Anola Rocks new tricks?
What
really
are
wish-
they? Oh, it's so.
It's Richard D. James.
What are they even?
Nice, like, alien sound effects there.
I'm trying to understand how that thing was even made.
Could it have been play animation?
I think it's segmented sprites attached to polygons that they're then
Huh.
like warping in various ways. Like it's mesh warped.
This just... He doesn't bleed, right? That'd be too easy.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Did she steal you? She said, yeah. Oh, you have...
Also
Oh!
different
Oh,
parts of-
that's not helpful. Why did you give me... Wait, protection from fire is helpful. Shit. I should have used that.
See, your fairy girlfriend...
Come on, dude.
Listen to your fairy girlfriend.
different parts of that segmented sprite were at different resolutions.
Oh.
Also,
I-
which why?
Well, did we accomplish something? I feel like we did not accomplish something.
You can now go to the left of the room. You couldn't do that
Oh,
before.
hell fucking yeah.
I know how much you love going to the left of rooms.
I just love going to the left of rooms. Well, that's...
Wait, that might be awesome. Is that awesome? I bet if you look on the... What?
Oh, I love the X-ray beam. What is this even?
Maybe try looking on the relic screen?
Alright, let's do it.
Use radar. Great.
Okay, well...
Welcome to Symphony of the Night.
Okay, I think you should look up where we should go.
Well, wait, so, okay, I know where you need to go. You need to go here. I just want to note this is open, and this is open, and
Yeah, okay.
go
Alright.
both of these places.
Got it. Here's the thing, like, they have the teleport rooms, and that, like, helps, but there's not enough of them. So, like, we are still navigating very large portions.
This is another thing about Area of Sorrow, which is better. So the thing with the GBA is that because the GBA is just in general less convenient, like, they improve game UX, and so you just get better games on the GBA. And one of those is that Area of Sorrow has a lot more warp rooms.
Okay, so, is there a warp room near anywhere that I'm going? No, there isn't.
You're actually real close to where you want to be.
Yeah, just have to keep going.
Now, the way this is just such a jumble of different ideas just randomly in, it feels almost like somebody started a jam game with a team of people, and sort of that way they're like, oh, okay, you did the explosion. Does it match? Doesn't matter. It's a jam game. We've got to get it in.
Right.
Oh, you did this cool thing that nobody had talked to you about making? Okay, yeah, we'll add it in anyways now that we have it. But they did that for 3 years.
I mean, there's like a sort of joy to that, right? Like, you really feel like they must have been having a ton of fun working on this.
Yeah, I
hope so. You know?
I don't necessarily want to play that. It's interesting as like an intellectual exercise. I don't know if it makes a good game.
What is just the most you could do?
Effluent
Just the absolute most.
So Effluent Evanescence says that they're legitimately somewhat surprised they never produced a Sorrow game for 3DS. Remember, by the time the 3DS was a thing, it was both the case that Konami did not want Itagaki or whatever his name was working for them anymore, and also Konami was getting to the point they didn't want to make games. Like, they made that, there was the one Xbox 360 game that, like, the Castlevania dude had to fight like hell to get made, and it wasn't great, and that was basically the last thing they were going to ever allow him to make.
My favorite bit is a sword which isn't too useful once you get it, which summons a few different skeletal warriors with unique sprites. It's all a reference to a Moorcock novel's weapon, the Sword of Dawn.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that sounds extremely Symphony of the
God,
Night.
this thing is still our best weapon.
I do want to comment on how, like, I think I've said before, everyone who plays this game sort of finds their cheese. They find, like, the one exploit that they're just going to power through the entire game with. I think Christine's is stopwatch plus rapier effect.
It's,
The Vassar says, I think Ulrox is an optional boss. I feel like it was an experiment they spent a lot of time on, but didn't fit elsewhere, so they just put it anyway in an odd place.
mean, that's the whole game. That's it. That's Symphony of the Night.
No, that seems right, because they were doing some weird stuff with that segmented sprite.
Yeah,
the other ones just do rotations. That was doing mesh warps.
You need Echo unless you're speedrunning. I guess we'll find out why later.
It sounds like there's exactly one room where you need.
Yeah. The keys to locks in this game are so weird. It's all either like stuff like the bat use everywhere or like really, really one use items.
Yeah.
I wonder if
That's
there was
the
a design
last
document for
stuff.
this and what it even looked like. Because I'm sure if there was one, most of the stuff in this game was not in it. You need Echo to complete the game unless you are God or very, very patient.
Okay, well, good to know.
The gravity boots are Converse with wings.
That checks out. That sounds extremely...
Sure.
Gravity boots. Wearer can
Womp,
jump
womp,
high.
womp, womp,
Did you put them on?
womp. They're a relic, so I believe they're all... Oh, yeah, they're just...
Okay.
It's not that high.
Yeah.
It's to be honest.
Oh, you just did a double jump though, I think there.
I mean,
So like with the double jump, you got most of the screen.
But you
there.
can also literally fly at this point.
yeah.
Oh, hold down, then up and jump.
Oh.
Hold down? Is this like, it's Mario Brothers 2. I feel like that's not a very, maybe it's a slightly higher jump? What's your normal jump
That
look
seems
like?
like the same jump. As
Yeah, I'm not pulling it off.
The timing is tight. This is, ugh. Down, then up and jump simultaneously.
Oh.
Whoa! Oh, okay, that is high.
I looked away.
That's so
Whoa.
weird.
What?
Why is it a tap and not a
Oh my
sharp?
God.
That's so weird. Okay.
When you hit the ceiling,
that's
wild.
hilarious.
Okay, wait, how do you do this? I just
All
need
right.
to
It's
experience.
just like okay, watch this. It's
Okay.
like
Alright.
just like
So I hold it.
tap down,
Oh, tap down?
Yeah. Don't hold.
Okay.
You can also do it again mid-air.
Okay, I need to try doing that now. Oh, yeah.
Just tap.
Yeah. Man, that is a weird. I got it right the first time.
Can I try?
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Oh my god.
It's a very weird choice of inputs for.
High jump is something you get after you can fly.
Yeah, is there a wait? Wait, yeah, you had to use the bat to get
Yep.
here.
There's absolutely no way to get up there without.
It's very clear, like, they made this power up and like, well, shit, that'll mess up the progression if we just give that to you. We better put it... Just put it somewhere that they can't get there without flying anyway.
Is there any reason you wouldn't want to be a bat to get up? That.
Well, I mean, this is like, you can attack, right?
Yeah, but
But the bat
However-
can also attack.
Yeah, I'm just not as good. Oh, it does. It costs MP. It costs MP, but it's barely any. And the bat also costs MP, so it's not like. Okay, so let's go down.
it's faster isn't really in terms of navigation.
I think it's just funny. I've got some bad news about this game. It may not. There may be some redundancies. I feel like in general, like, none of the mobility stuff makes any sort of sense. They're clearly not even... I don't feel like they're very
Oh,
interested in
no.
mobility stuff.
What?
You can go onto the librarian and lift him in the air.
I hope I just is that tunnel.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's incredible.
Can we do that, please? If we're
Um,
gonna have this dumb power.
in a bit.
Okay.
It's like...
Yeah, it's,
We're not
we'll,
close
be,
to the
we'll
library.
be using the library
We'll
card
get a
at some
chance.
point. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, because alright, sound off in the chat. My favorite Castlevania is Aria of Sorrow. Does anyone else want to
Fuck! I don't want the Bible.
I feel like I'm not a fan of Super Metroid, but Super Metroid was clearly thoughtful in a way this game is not.
I mean, Super Metroid definitely also has a bunch of weird bullshit that, like, got refined out.
But they did think about like the progression sequence. It's balanced in a way that this is totally
Like, don't get me wrong, it's not as mess of a game, but
Yeah.
definitely, like,
No, they were
they are, in fact, I do feel like it is, in fact, like, kind of a kitchen sink approach. It's just, their kitchen sink is a little more restrained.
significantly more restrained.
Well, sure.
I like this game
Substantially,
is
but I do feel like it
unique in
is
the amount
still-
of the size of its sink.
Well, nothing else. Like, nothing has as much wild bullshit as this.
like maybe Terraria.
Alright, let's
No.
do something.
I really love this like soft jazz bullshit we've got going on here.
Please, give me... Yes! I got my stopwatch back.
Nice.
It's funny. Like, you can have a game that's like full of Easter eggs that works. Like I feel like Undertale is chock full of ridiculous one-off Easter eggs.
Yeah, and it's extremely good at that.
But it's like solid. It has a solid core that it's building all of that.
I mean,
on
I
top
think
of.
it helps, like, I think putting that in a comedy game is always, like,
Oh yeah.
one-off jokes are good. Because, like, you don't want a joke to happen twice anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas one-offs in, you know, like, an action exploration game, I think it's more difficult to make feel good. Like, not impossible. Definitely, like, I think, I don't know, there's a lot of instances where that could be good.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is full of stuff, but often, yeah, they're also jokes. A lot of they're one-offs. Like the one guy who's listening to music on his headphones in a ship.
Just a pile of meal tickets.
I used to know what this was.
Well, they ran out of chickens to stuff into walls.
Oh, there you go. What's the... here we go. So I'm really curious if we showed Miguel Aria of Sorrow, how he would feel about...
What does Moonstone do?
Improved status after sunset?
What
Does
is
it check the real-time clock? Because that would be amazing.
What? Is there time? Like, I know there's
clock.
time to...
What is,
Oh! Okay. Right.
Why was that one... Why is it purple? What?
'Cause Nightmare. God, it's been so long since...
Man, this is some Metal Gear bullshit.
Alucard, it's you.
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard, don't come here.
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What
Such
do
a
you mean?
thing.
Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother.
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
I like a man who breaks free of my spell.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you got.
She likes front bunnies. Eels, I guess is the word here.
Well, I've got the ability to stop time. Is that cool? Yeah.
Demon girls without pants.
Pants are for mortals.
Is there a bit in Scott Pilgrim that's referencing this?
Probably. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a few video game
Yeah, no,
references in that.
I'm aware of that.
Just like a couple.
Sorry, I like Sandra's comment she just posted.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire?
I smell that you are blood.
I can look into your thoughts, bring up old memories, but I just realized you're a vampire now.
Son of Lord Dracula.
You figured out who my mother was before.
Your soul
Wait,
wandering
also her
What?
name being
Yeah.
referred to the fact that he was a vampire.
Beg of you.
I don't think you...
Lady has some serious short-term memory problems.
Lady, I don't know about this one. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got the gold ring. Where's the other dealie?
I thought it was in the upper left corner where we can't go.
Okay, so let's check.
There is that one open space in the bottom left. I would go there, and then maybe we can ask the chat for recommendations.
Yeah, we are very close to.
Yeah. I really like Sanders' comic, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet.
We will show you.
Need to go down. Is it in like the main foyer? Okay, so it is in the top left. How do we? Oh, okay.
Places that we start near the waterfall in the cave. The waterfall just knocks us back. Are we supposed to be able to get past the waterfall right now?
Well, I mean, we can fly now.
We can't fly. Okay, so here's what I want to know. How are you supposed to figure out the gold and silver ring do anything at all, much less are the key to getting to the, like, getting through the center area?
Well, I mean, I think it really is just like you go, okay, it's time to fill out the map.
Right, so you fill out the map, and, like, clearly something really significant just happened there, right? Like, that cutscene was really important.
Do we have the holy symbol? I don't believe so.
They have item descriptions. What's the item description for the gold ring? Wear clock. Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's legit.
Alright, let's start by...
Going down.
Whee! Let's start by checking out the waterfall.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's definitely weird that we don't have the item that lets us deal with. I really thought that we like already got it.
Oh,
Well, I
maybe.
should have it by now.
Toad. Frog.
In the bit where they put togs and
The cave
frogs.
boss.
Yes,
the cave
togs
boss
and
is-
frogs.
The cave boss is to the right, right?
And it's real obvious some are from another game.
Alright, keep going down. Sure, that makes sense. But that was in fact what I was going to do, so.
Cool.
Okay, so water there, water bad. But there is like a down. Oh, do we just miss it?
I remember being
Like, we really should be able to
I
go in
remember
water
being
by
really
now.
confused when we went here that this was such a huge area and we got nothing out of being there.
Yeah.
So out of place.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Can we miss the water?
Okay, let's check out the water. I think I know where Chad is suggesting we go.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I were...
No, we cannot miss through.
If it was 1996, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. God, this sucks. Let's just keep misting. These are the hardest enemies in the game.
Mist could pass frog.
Cells to the save room to the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, that whole little thing up in the corner.
But there is like there is an area. I
Let's
feel
go
like
back. You can go back.
we don't have the thing that lets us like not
Nice.
take damage.
What's the pentagram do?
Who even knows? Yeah, we don't have... No, that's not it.
What?
Something appeared near to the...
Herald shield.
So back to that wooden bridge you've just been at.
Okay. Yep.
You want to try to mist through the water just for the fuck of it?
Oh, I know you can... That water's safe.
What?
That water's safe.
Well,
Makes
wait, map. Go to the map. Go to the map. There's a door at the bottom right.
Oh, that is true. Let's go down. Oh, no, we can't.
And you missed.
No.
Oh, what the? Really?
No, this isn't. This also isn't. Like, okay.
You missed.
Nope.
Oh, it's
You
not.
cannot miss.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't really know how to get to that.
Is that mushroom something you can grab?
Okay, so if
Yeah,
I
but
if
it's
I
just
go
nothing.
as high as possible, then fling myself to the right, that might be able to.
There's a.
Nope,
No, it's clearly just
you
dropping
cannot.
you.
Okay, so yeah, I need the item
There's a
that
bat
lets me.
thingy.
All right, let's. Oh yeah, it's true. We do have gravity boots.
There's some sort of boots in there.
Yeah, but we can't get them right
Yeah,
now.
no, I know.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
But we can see what's happening at the wooden bridge.
Yep. That's such a clumsy. Like, not even. I don't know. I feel like showing in a cutscene is even better than like just giving a
Yeah.
description.
You should get the
Oh.
snorkel relic.
Fuck. Okay,
Miss.
Yes, there's a relic we're missing. We know.
Huh.
I have no idea where.
So near the wooden bridge, but not actually at the wooden bridge.
I guess.
Oh, it was the guy with the
Yeah.
it was the ape.
It's
How the
I
fuck-
thought you. Do you have to somehow get him over
Yes.
here?
Does it?
It's Donkey Kong.
Wait, it doesn't respawn?
What?
What the fuck? The barrel doesn't come back? Are you shitting me? Also, how do you even fight these things?
I'm going to say something and you're gonna hate it. Wolf form.
Okay, fair.
I hate it.
What is the wolf good for? It can eat frogs.
Oh, you can slash diagonally downwards.
Huh.
Good to know. Alright. So, kill frog. No.
It's
Donkey
a
Kong.
cute idea, but like.
Stop time.
Then kill frogs.
Kill frogs.
Stop time, kill frogs, get money.
You know what? I don't like this. I'm just calling it right now. I don't think I like it.
I like the concept of this. Unfortunately, the fact that everything's an unpolished mess kind of
Yeah.
gets in the way.
I feel like I would not know to do this.
I feel like I would like this better if the game had like trained you to do this sort of thing earlier.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that hints at it.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
don't know. They taught you that the barrels break that stuff, and then they show one of those guys.
yeah.
Okay, that's true.
I think the main problem is just that like
Whoa.
you then have to deal with the freaking frogs and stuff.
Yeah, this area.
We should actually probably call it pretty soon.
Okay.
It's after midnight.
I really
Oh,
like
yeah.
this music, by the
Damn
way.
it, I was really hoping that we would, but I don't think we'll finish this. Yes, it's good.
This music is cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like the flashback scene is legit really creepy.
Nope.
It's undermined by the really bad voice acting.
Extremely. And I do feel like they're too sparse. Like, there really needs to be... Like, I feel like they need to introduce that, like... I don't think that's the first dream, but, like, they need to introduce it way sooner. Like, they're really sparse with them. There's so few of that.
I don't know. I feel like having it be a surprise is good.
I mean, the fact that it looks
I didn't
like
actually
But
know
you,
there
like-
were going to be more of them.
I
But that's
remember.
the thing. It's like you forgot that, like, it was even a thing.
I remember the first time that I entered that, like when the screen goes black, just being like
Yeah.
legit kind of terrified.
Puppy. Man, they really do not know how dogs walk. What?
It's like there's this vague implication that this castle didn't exist before like 3 or 4 hours ago. That like just the castle just sort of randomly generates rooms according to what it thinks the castle ought to look like, which raises an interesting question about how it could have an abandoned mind, because the nature of being abandoned was that it was used at one time. These rooms don't have history.
I'm still having trouble with the fact that these people don't understand how dogs work.
Does it?
Do you see how that thing was walking? It was like skating everywhere.
Well, good news. You don't have to look at it anymore.
It blows my mind how they put so much effort into like designing the AI and the attacks for these bosses, and then you always just beat them by doing something that bypasses them completely.
Yeah.
I love her. I love her. She's so cool. I want to
Oh.
give about her.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
I'm just so excited about it.
I don't know. I feel like there's something very uncomfortable about the implication that an actual witch existed at Salem, you know? Like, that's something
What was
that
this-
if you...
What was saying?
Oh, it's
Where's
just-
that coming from?
Oh, it's just that that was the enemy's name.
Oh, okay.
The lady was Salem Witch. Which, I don't know. I feel like if you think about that for more than...
Why are there little green men ice skating?
Well, because they
Because-
have to leave the fire.
I'm pretty sure it's because there were little green men ice skating in Bloodlines.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
they're
be
clearly
honest,
from
I
another game.
still would like to... God, this is...
And here you are putting out fires with your sword, as one normally does with the sword.
That's reasonable. That's how swords work.
Demon card.
Gotta fucking catch them all?
It will send you straight to the Shadow Realm.
Man, it's fucked up that we're using... That we are actually using Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules. I would love to summon a bunch of monsters in a single turn.
I'm really curious at this point if we're gonna see one like dog or wolf that is like amazingly animated in this, just to prove that they could have done it and chose not
Oh,
to.
the demon card is, it's not a summon, it's apparently it opens something.
I like how we're not even fighting back against suggestions from the chat at this point. We're just like, nah, just fuck it. No, tell
Please.
us, fine. Oh,
Oh.
this is good.
Okay. We got a teleport room after a loading screen. Love it.
Oh, I forgot. If you look in that, can I just say how much I like the shape of this part of the map? That's just good. Mushrooms. Huh. Kermit coin.
Okay.
I kind of like this tile set.
Yeah, it looks good.
They seem to have understood that this was an important area, and therefore they needed to like.
Is it?
And now it's over. Like bring their A game for it. Catacomb.
Oof, and then I don't know what's
Nope,
going on with-
now we're back to important. It just
They've
keeps
got
going.
some like.
What is the function of the catacombs in a mansion populated entirely by dead people and run by a vampire?
Perhaps the same can be
Short
said of
term
all
storage.
religions. Oh my god. What were you even... I don't understand what I just interrupted.
Don't mock their demonic hobbies.
Skeletons discovering religion?
Listen, just because you haven't played Skeleton Cart doesn't mean it's not a real thing.
No, I don't want... Oh, so how do you feel about this?
They're really hard to kill.
You know what? I'm
Lunar
good.
nature, that's really good.
Large slime.
Well, good thing we have an ability that lets us just ignore shit. Otherwise, I might care.
Spend the entire rest of the game moving through everything as fog and then stopping time and
Oh,
Oh.
use your bat
Don't
bullshit.
forget that some animals can live in complete darkness.
Oh.
She just cares about you so much.
Whoa, okay, that.
Oh my god.
So how do you feel about this, Miguel?
I kind of like the way it reflects off shit to be like sound.
Oh God.
No, no, what the fuck?
Oh. Oh my God. No.
No, no.
Missed.
I'm.
Stun locked.
Yeah. Wow. Wait. What? I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. What did we just waste? Okay, I'm gonna be very, very slow here. Wow. Nope!
Man, good thing this game has consistent hitboxes.
Man.
Wait, could you just miss your way through the entire thing and fuck seeing anything?
I think that's what probably people meant by being patient.
Was the life apple important enough that we should maybe just like not?
How close were we to saving? Oh, wait, that was a really long way away. Fuck it. I don't.
What's the karma coin?
It's fine. We have a rapier. Yeah, whatever.
Where's skeleton?
It's when you're bitten by a skeleton. And then, every full moon...
You have
I
a
mean,
skeleton?
that is an accurate way to describe a human skeleton. That is, in fact, a were-skeleton. That's how etymology works.
Cross Shairukin.
Sure, why not?
Oh, you needed to stand on the glowing plate to light up the room. Pigeon Rat says, if you bite someone enough, they do turn into a skeleton.
I can't argue with that.
Also, did its neck just stretch out?
Great, love it.
I know that every full moon I turn into a skeleton with a person wrapped around it.
No, they get reversed every full moon.
Ugh.
So you become a sack
I don't
of meat
like
wrapped
it.
in skeletons.
Okay, there's more of them. That's... How do you feel about that animation, Miguel?
It's good because it's supposed to be ridiculous.
I love it.
Like, some parts of this game definitely are just charming garbage.
So why does the neck do that?
Did anyone else see Arrival? Or no, The Arrival. The one with Charlie Sheen.
I'm really bad at actors, so I can't say if I have. I don't think so.
Was there a skeleton with a...
There was a... Oh.
Okay, so now... Alright.
Now we'll
Fine.
make spikes. Let's get to a save. We'll
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Wait. Suggestion?
Yeah.
Library card.
I was gonna say. That was exactly my plan.
And we can go fuck with the librarian.
Let's all go to the library.
And get ourselves a snack.
Even if it's a skeleton of a werewolf, it doesn't make sense that it does that with its...
Yeah, no.
Nothing about it makes sense.
Is it actually maybe a were giraffe, just like fronting as a were skeleton?
Hmm.
Coin with 2 effects. Great.
Oh. I don't...
Or I guess the effect is either good or bad depending on something you've done in the game.
What can I
Maybe.
do for you? I'm interested.
Actually, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
Okay, that's bad. That's expensive. I just noticed what the effect on it is. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
I wonder if that was a localization thing or in the original.
Do you want to get Summon Spirit?
I don't know. Do I? I feel like I probably don't.
You're the one of us who can, you are the only one of us who can do fighting name inputs.
You're also the main person playing this, so it's okay.
If you're not going to spend money on anything else.
Sure, why not? Let's like get some potions for our fairy friend to use.
It's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you don't need to get the high power ones because you've got somebody who's.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm interested in this. Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Don't buy magic,
Farewell
please.
for now.
Too late.
I'm not cheating. I would never do that.
I tried to give her the Summon Spirit input earlier and she was like, no.
I don't believe in cheating. That's just wrong.
We're playing this legit. Someone said we should have at some point go back to the catacombs and explore it more. There was a teleporter that wasn't too far from what
That
I
is true.
remember.
I think I see where the save room we missed was.
But we should find a save spot and
Yeah.
save.
And then
I'm
go
gonna.
goose the
Wait,
librarian.
how is this? Is this down? No, that's.
With one right cheek or left, like just back.
No, but I want to go down.
You want to go left where the save room is.
No, I want to go down where the librarian drops stuff.
It is my opinion you have to save and then go do whatever that other thing was.
Alright, fine.
Because you have 58
Books.
health and that entire last section was bullshit.
That's true. That's not a save room.
What if you just play the entire game this way?
Could do the
Well, I'm
librarian
running out
mini
of-
game now if you want.
I'm running out of.
I'm just
mana, so-
imagining a Game Shark code that like starts you like this and you can't transform out of this form.
What is the librarian mini game?
Whatever it is we're about to do, apparently.
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
If you juggle the librarian, he drops nicer and nicer shit. Okay, yeah, we were already planning on going under. We didn't know that he dropped
Yeah.
shit.
Great.
I'm just happy to.
Oh
with him.
wow.
Oh, right.
Is the librarian gonna be okay with us taking all these books?
It's fine.
We're
Don't
buying
worry
our
about
eggs.
Oh, I don't like anything about that.
She's just scared that thing off. Do you want to practice?
Oh, he sticks to the ceiling. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
It is
No,
pretty
that's
good.
nice.
I like the noise it makes too. So this would be a good place to practice the doing it in the air because you're gonna have to do a bunch of that.
Really?
If you're gonna juggle them, yeah. I think.
It'll probably be easier to do it there than it will be here because we don't have enough space.
True.
And then if she gets it right, we get stuff out of her.
Tollmaster, we get to see inside the books. They're just full of skulls.
It contains skulls. Just
Yeah, so mostly full of skulls and random letters.
Because that's what Chaos thinks is in books. Skulls and letters.
I don't think you're gonna. I think when you hit the top, you lose the ability to do that.
Yeah. Maybe that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Let's just see what it does.
Fuck it, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Do it. No, she wrote the story of a demon colonization ship. What?
I got an item somehow.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I have a really dumb suggestion. Could you disable the left and right buttons on the emulator?
That's definitely a thing that could be done.
Can we get a fight stick in here?
Don't have any, unfortunately.
I don't think that would make it easier anyway.
Evanescence said you could also macro the space jump animation to a button.
Oh, we're out of mana.
Oh.
What?
I see.
Oh.
Because it takes up mana, that's why.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not actually that. Okay. Great. Great.
You can speed up the emulation.
I don't. Okay, as fun as this is,
Yeah.
let's call it.
Yeah. Calling it. We'll be back next week, but also sometime this week, me and Christine will be doing a stream where we're testing the prototype we've been working on, Twitch's
Yes.
Coven.
So, if you can join us, it would be very helpful. We do require audience feedback and audience participation, actually.
And that won't be on this stream, it'll be on twitchescoven.com. You have to go through the website because there's a whole thing you can do where you can take part and help us play.
Yep.
So yeah, sometime, I think, Tuesday's Halloween, right? So probably Wednesday. Most likely Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So hopefully see some of you then.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Mm.